dirty on the lens, I think, mate. A bit dirty on the camera today. You going, puppy? Oh, stay. Wait on. Good puppies. Happy puppy. That's a good girl. Yeah. Need some love, did you? You need some love and attention. Yeah? Big girl, you know that? A big dog. You're a big dog. It's a hard life, eh? Life's rough. Life's rough. Okay, off now. Alright, she's got up. We're gonna make a coffee and stuff, guys. We'll have a chat. Come have a chat. What we got in here today? Say hi, don't be shy. I've heard somebody said to me today, they were hanging out for ages, but they didn't want to clog up my chat. I'm like, mate, you chat all you like, as long as you know. This is not like spamming it full. You can chat away, mate. How's everybody going? Hey, boyfriend's mum has a German Shepherd. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, Heidi, she's about 3 years old now. I'll just clean the camera here, guys. We're a bit grubby on the cameras. Hang on. I'm just going to have a coffee. And yeah, we just have a chat on here about my chat. Oh my gosh, I'm dropping the phone repeatedly. This is not good. Well, I'm not off to a good start, guys. Yeah, I just do chat here about focusing on our own lives, right? Without all the noise in the world. So it's basically a chat. It's more of a chat room rather than I host it, right? It's so people can just hang out and we talk about just trying to build our own lives, right? That's what I do here. Rather than, people are so worried about politics and this and that. And I'm not saying that stuff, isn't a factor. I'm saying, it is a factor in like how do we live our lives in the face of all that goes on in the world, right? So that's what I do. So we just avoid the politics. It's kind of a space away from all that noise, which I'm sure will be going on the next few years. We'll be having lots of stuff always fed at us, trying to stress us out, right? Don't we have enough stress? So I'm all about, just day by day, chasing the goals and dreams and continue fighting on, right? As we all, we've all overcome every battle we ever face, so we can all just move forward a bit each day. And just been battling the flu for a few days, hence I'm a bit, I was actually really good yesterday, and then last night my sinuses went bad again. I've started having a bit of a bad one, to be honest. So I am on a little later than usual, guys, but I do try and make it on each day if I can. Sometimes I do some push-ups and stuff. Hang out with the dogs. We throw a ball around or a bit of clay or whatever the dog's into that day, and yeah. Find the pups here again. Oh, hers is 9 months. Yeah, they settle down after about probably about 18 months is when the puppies really settle down a lot with the German Shepherds. The only other thing I'd say is if it's not fixed yet, don't get it fixed until it's at least 18 months, 2 years old. Just because it can really, that's what gives them dysplasia in their hips. The main thing that will cause it is getting a dog fixed too young, and it messes up their hormones, so they don't develop properly. So that is the main, everyone goes, oh, you need to get the dog, German Shepherd, or that kind of, dogs that have these kind of problems, check for hip dysplasia in their genetics and all this. And it's just, yeah, as long as you don't fix them too young, Sometimes if they've got really bad genetics, but, you can cause it through fixing them too young. This is Miss Heidi. Hey, see, she's still nuts. She's 3 years old. This is still what I have to deal with. They kind of keep the energy. Hey, this is Mr. Z. He's a pit bull mix. Pit bull with a cattle dog of some kind. He's a bit of everything. So he's about 9 years old now. Hey, my boy, you're getting a bit old, my boy. You're gonna right on. You're gonna sit. You sit. You're gonna show your tricks. Your sister can't even do these tricks. Hey, wait on. Come right shake. Heidi, leave him. Good boys. Can I have a left shake? Can I have a left shake? Good boys. Can I have a touch? Can I up? Up. Good boy. Can you dance? Can you do some dancing? Hey, can I have a dance? Dance? Where's my dancing, bro? Heidi, you're distracting him. See, yeah, you're just harassing your brother. You're just going to harass your brother. Leave him alone. Hey, get on your bed. Up. You sit. Shake. Good girl, very good. We'll teach you your left and right soon, dog. That's my gaming console these days, because I found that online gaming became so toxic and such a distraction. I went back to an old PlayStation 2. Found a bit of peace in there. Yeah, it's been good, man. I've simplified my life a bit. It's been good. Yeah, I just come on and try chat, a couple of hours a day. That's sort of what I spare for it. yeah, we just catch up with everyone, touch base, see how everybody's going. Anybody's got some good news, something they're looking forward to. If you're struggling with something, whatever's going on, right? I just don't do the politics thing, right? Cool. Because we all have enough problems in our own lives, you know. Those things will affect our lives, yes, but, you know, if the fuel price is high, you know, we got to put gas in the tank. Rather than put the time at stressing about that or getting involved in arguments with people about it, I view it as, we know the world has all these problems. Let's focus on, okay, well, rather than arguing with people and whatever, let's maybe focus on making the financial situation a bit better. Like, put that time into creating a little side hustle. Buy some cheap stuff on Facebook Marketplace and resell it. You know, whatever you think can work for you, right? But that is solving the problem rather than staring at the problem, right? So yeah, so that's basically what I'm aiming to do here, is just build a community of people who are just, we're trying to not stress out over the whole world's problems and just try and, you know, make the best of what we can for our own friends and family and that, right? And have a good life where we actually, you know, can achieve some of our goals and dreams, you know, regardless. How am I? Yeah, I'm animals doing well today. Doing all right. I'm doing worse than yesterday, health-wise. I was getting over that flu, and my sinuses and everything had cleared up, except now I've got really bad sinuses. I was coughing all night again. So that sucked. I thought I'd bucked off the flu in about 4 days really well. I thought I'd done a really good job of it, and then it came back and bit me, but I haven't had a coffee today. Maybe that's my problem. Maybe that'll help. We'll try that. I had a bit of this last night. That cleared me up a lot. I didn't think it was going to be that good, but it's like a lemon. It's a raw, pure lemon, honey and ginger. 100% raw apple juice with lemon, honey and ginger. That was weird, man. A few sips of that, and it was like it went up into my brain like a cool peppermint feeling. Almost like a Vicks vapor rub, but it went up right up through my head, cleared the sinuses and stuff in about 20 seconds. It was awesome. I was like, ooh. So my partner got that for me. She got it for me about 3 days ago when I was really sick. She's like, have some of this. I'm like, oh yeah, at some point when I can put something in my stomach, I just didn't drink it. And now I've had some of it. As always, you know, this is the blessing of having a female in my life now, right? Is you know, I fix cars, I build stuff, I whatever. But as far as, you know, men and looking after our health and when we're sick and you know the old man flu, right? I'm sure that's like a global thing, isn't it? To have man flu, you know, men being dramatic about having the flu. Oh shush, puppy! Now you're being dramatic. You can come up here if you like. You come sit with me. You can come hang out. You're all right. You lie down somewhere though. That was my elbow. No, that's enough now. Then you can lie down somewhere. You can lie down here if you want, but we're not. No. This is the other problem with the German Shepherd, is every time I go on stream, they haven't been doing this for the last 2 hours. We've been outside and stuff. They've been inside about the last hour. I played with them for an hour. They've been inside for an hour. And the moment I start talking into a phone, they're like, "Oh, well, you must be talking to us." So I might have to calm myself down on here and be less animated. Hey, off. We're not playing fighty games on the bed. Thank you. Your bed. Sorry, guys. I do try and rein them, but sometimes things happen in life. Sometimes the dogs get a bit excited and that. We'll head outside with them shortly. I'll just get a coffee in first. Hey, yeah, doing all right, mate. Doing all right. Hey, no. On your bed. Stop running around in circles. I see what you're thinking. Get on a bed. Go lie down. Good girl. We'll go back out soon. Oh, Jay in the house. Hey, Jay, how are you, bro? Jay, you missed my mussel stream, bro. I went out and I bought mussels. I did a stream last night, and I was sitting there like with a knife and cleaning all the things off the mussels. Did them in some white wine and everything. I even cut my thumb with the knife. It's got a bit of a gash there. I don't know if you guys will see it. There's a bit of a gash. There we go. Bit of a gash there where I was throwing the knife towards me with a couple of mussels. I'm like, oh, I probably shouldn't do that. And then I did all heaps of them that way. There was this real tough one. I'm like, oh, I'll just give it a crack. It'll be fine. It's like, thunk. I'm like, so that was entertaining on the live last night. That was good. You know, bit of ADHD clumsiness. Yes, like and subscribe if you're new here. We just have a chill chat. Nah, Matt, I generally try not to drink, bro. It's just for cooking I'll use it. Because the alcohol evaporates off it, right? I mean, there was maybe a slope, but no, I didn't, I ate a bunch of mussels, not like I was drinking them all. So yeah, it was just to steam them in. There is like half a bottle of wine left over. I gotta say, last night, I was feeling sick and like crap and couldn't sleep, and the old alcohol craving in my brain was like, bro, you got half a bottle of wine there. why don't you just down that? And I was like, well, I nearly downed it. I became very close to downing it, and in the end, I just curled up in bed, made sure I wrapped in the blankets, and just sat there and sort of thinking about it. Actually, made me sort of even sweat a bit. So yeah, no, we'll. I might have might have a sip of it. I might have half a glass of wine with my partner tonight or something. So we get rid of it, but might give it to some family or something. I don't know. I'm trying to decide if it's a good idea to have a bottle of wine in the shelf for cooking. I'm generally pretty good with alcohol. Like I can go out to a party and stuff and be like, oh yeah, bro, I'll have nothing, or oh yeah, I'll have one beer with you, right? Like very rarely. But as far as having it in the house, yeah. It's the same with like snack foods and stuff. I'm the same, right? If I have it in the house, I'll eat it. If I have a 40 ounce of whiskey in the cupboard, I'll each day, oh, I'm feeling a bit, I'll have a little bit of whiskey. That'll get me through. That's why I try stay away from that. It won't be an issue. Like a glass of wine or a beer or two is fine. It's when the big issue I had about a month or two ago. I can't remember exactly when. Was I when we were celebrating something, but I'm like, I'll just get a 40 ounce of whiskey. It can sit in the cupboard. And we had a bit of drink that night, had a good night in that, and then like the next few days, I just started drinking again. I'm like, it's sitting there, and I'm like, okay, no, I'm not buying a 40 ounce of whiskey ever again. So I think I used a fair bit of the bottle of wine just to put it into the thing to cook through with it. But I'm sure there's going to be I'm sure there's non-alcoholic alternatives for cooking. But I mean, with steaming mussels, I mean, it's not going to have an effect. That's it, Matt, for sure. Yeah, like I thought about that when I was buying the wine to do the mussels, and it's like I'm going to do white wine mussels, and I'm like, it's all right. Like I'll probably just have a glass of wine tonight. My partner will have a glass of wine. We'll chill on the deck. Like I can still, as long as I just enjoy like one glass of wine or something, or one beer or something, right? I'm all right. But yeah, you put a 40 ounce of alcohol in the house, we're going to have a problem. So yes, I make sure I stay clear of that. I haven't, yep. I only had the one thing where I was like, I'll be right by the 40 ounce. It's been like 2.5 years. I've only had like 3 beers in 2.5 years. No, it did not go well. So just lose control of myself in that, right? So yeah, live and learn, right? This is exactly it, right? These are the stories we talk about on here, Matt. And Matt, as a lot of you know, did a collab with me yesterday. I have usually I just leave my lives private, but I've made that one public. So if anybody wants to check out the chat with Matt yesterday, we talked for like 2 hours 50 minutes. I saw today, Matt. So we nearly had a 3-hour yarn, and yeah, it was pretty cool, Matt. We've only known each other from watching each other's channels, right? And we talked briefly on Instagram, the odd voice message back and forth, but we've never had a video call or anything, man. And we were able to get on here and do nearly a 3-hour collab of just talking about our own interests and stuff, man, and talking with both audiences. And there was a lot of crossover, I think, man. It was really good. Yeah, I haven't done either, to be honest. I'm sorry. I feel bad now. Yeah, I'm in New Zealand. It's full of surf and snow and all that. But yeah, I don't do any of it. Now you feel exactly how I feel about Matt having acres and acres of land, but he doesn't have a dirt bike. I did used to do a lot of bodyboarding as a kid. I never got into surfing, but I was doing a lot of bodyboarding. I was doing a lot of like BMX and stuff, right? The snow is pretty far from here. Like we never had the financial means. I mean, we went down to the snow once for like a big family holiday. I think when I was like 6 or 8 years old or something. But that was sort of the only trip like that. So no, I got into motorbikes and cars and this and that, right? And just life and struggle and video games and that. But no, snowboarding, I definitely could go a bit of snowboarding, man. I thought it connected well, and Matt felt the same, right? And that's the thing when you get just genuine people, right? And that's exactly why this channel is about, just connecting genuine people and having a genuine conversation, right? I'm not going to put multicolored lights all around the room to draw more attention or catch the eye or something. It's just we're going to keep it simple, real. I have every intention of keeping the channel like this for 20 years. We'll just chat away, every once in a while, and like. I'm not. Yeah, I have no intention of changing as a person or letting anything go to my head or anything. I just want to build a genuine channel with a world which is just building crap channels, in my opinion. Like there's good channels out there, but most of it is just people who want your money and stuff, right? And I wanted to serve people. I mean, if I'm going to come on YouTube, I want to serve people because I saw. Like ADHD, obviously, I'm very easily distracted. So when I got on the lives, and obviously it made me very distracted. And then I just saw the amount of other lives. Like a lot of them I could scroll past, but there were ones with just thousands of people in them, and it's people putting rubber bands on a watermelon. Like those streamers are making like $500 a day, charging $1 for. We'll put two rubber bands on for $1, and people are just throwing their money away. I mean, I guess people view it as paying for entertainment, maybe like a concert or something, right? I just didn't want to do that. I didn't want to take people's time and not offer them anything. I didn't want to take people's time and not be having like a conversation or like let's focus on our own lives, right? Because that's the biggest thing I've struggled with ADHD is the distraction, right? And then with that distraction and stress and all that, then I got into drinking or whatever other pursuits to occupy myself, right? So it's just learning and growing, and I learn a lot from you guys and stuff as well. So it's just all about having that kind of conversation, right? But that's why I leave the politics out of it. Just we have enough problems in our own life, all the political stuff and war stuff and whatever. Your new bed isn't in stock at the IKEA store because it couldn't be freighted. Your fuel price goes up, whatever. Like all the things from war that are going to affect you. Like, they're going to affect you anyway, so there's no sense worrying about it and all the details. Like, you can care. It's not that I don't care. It sucks that it's happening. I think it's absolutely disgusting that it's happening. But if I go down that rabbit hole, all I'm going to do is take away time and focus that I could be using to talk to other people about focus on stuff that I could be using for my partner, that I, like prepping to have kids in the future or whatever, building whatever life, And for you guys, that's all different. Like, we all have our own goals, right? Our own dreams, right? So there's no judgment here or anything. It's just we just have a yarn and we try and focus on that. Like, what do we actually want for our own lives? Like, what's the thing you dream of? You dreamed of that you gave up on or something, right? If you want to do it, do it. Alicia in the house, great to see you. And Southern Girl, hi, Southern Girl. Good morning, good morning. How are you going, Alicia? Anybody else lurking there who wants to say hi? You don't have to be shy. You can just do the say hi thing. You can give a wave. You can say hello. Let me know what country you're from if you're lurking in the background. Yeah, well, as always, guys, I've been on like, 17 minutes. So we'll do a couple of hours like usual, something like that. See how we get on. So we take it chill. Should I talk less? I've been considering this. Because I could just for 10 hours straight, right? So I do wonder if on here, maybe I talk too fast. Maybe I'm just laying out too much information because, you see the viewer numbers go up and stuff. It's like, oh, we've probably got some new people in here. I want to explain what it's about, but I also don't want to be repeating it every day for the regular viewers, like too much, right? That's sort of the hardest thing with YouTube for me is finding that balance of like, I want to not be repetitive for, my normal viewers. I want to make it interesting for subscribers, and I don't want to, I don't want new people to come in and just be like, well, what's happening here? Because I think people, like, quite often they don't ask. Like, people don't ask what's happening. They just say, oh, scroll into, oh, okay, whatever, and they just wander on. But how's everybody going? Let me know how you guys are going. That's enough about me. How are you guys going? Let me know. Give me a sec. You dog. Good puppy. Right, you're off again? All right. You just chilling, Alicia? How's the wedding planning and stuff going, Alicia? Alicia is, I would say recently engaged. It must be, my first channel will start in September, Alicia. You were in there pretty early. It must have been about November, December that you got engaged, right? So she sits and watches my streams and crochets her wedding dress. See, this is what I mean, guys. It's like, you don't have to watch me for 2 hours. I don't want to have 100 people in here and all they do is spend 3 hours of their day every day watching me, right? Because that's not helping people. That's 3 hours they could be using, right? So I prefer to be that background voice, and if you have any questions or whatever, if you want to chat with people a bit, but like, I hope, you get your dishes done, fold some laundry, clean out that drawer, the drawer that all the random pens and stuff have gone, you're always rustling through, and you can just do like a cupboard or a drawer a day or something as you watch me, or vacuum your car with headphones on. I don't know, whatever works for you, right? You figure that out for you. But yeah, just here to have that more positive vibe rather than all the chaos. Tough one. Never like repeating myself on this spell, but streams are different with it. Yeah, Matt, I hear you, man. I hear you. Yeah, it's definitely been interesting, man, navigating, figuring all stuff out.
What are you doing? What are you
No, on your feet. Go on. Go lie down. Puppy, lie down. Lie down. We'll go out there very soon. Let me finish my coffee. Go lie down. They're good. Yeah. Stay. Stay there. You understand what I'm saying? Stay there. She's looking at me like, I know these words, but they don't mean anything. We're working on it, Heidi. You're getting better. Day by day, you get a little better. A little better. A little better. It's stacking up. It's stacking up, dog. As I always say, guys, everything in life works the same way, right? It's just the activity differs. But the rules of the way the world works and how things function are the same, no? And that's how we can all relate. I can be into cars, I can be into BMX, another guy's into snowboarding, somebody else is into riding horses. Like, my hobby of motorcycles is no different to somebody's hobby of riding a horse, right? That's what they're into, that's what interests them. It may be boring to me if I've met a party or something and they're like, oh, I'm into horses, whatever. If I don't think about it and I just go, well, I'm not into that, right? Then I'm not going to learn anything. But it's like, when you actually talk to somebody who's into horses and stuff and that's their passion, their hobby, it's the exact same as the motorcycle hobby. It's just a different activity, right? It takes discipline, it takes commitment, it takes learning, it takes, you know, you go down a path of bit by bit, day by day progress with like anything you pursue in life. As I say as well, it's you know, we didn't just learn to run. You know, you crawled. At first, you just rolled around going, oh look, things spinning above me face, ooh. Right? And then you sort of crawled a bit and walked a bit. And, you know, you build your way up to things, right? So I think we can be a bit hard on ourselves with that. Like if we you know, you try and really pursue something or lock into something and you fail and, you know, fall off or you don't get it done as fast as you thought and that, you know, you can beat yourself up and all that, right? So I try and avoid that. Try and avoid it. Little reminders are always good. You see these streams go by now. That's good, Alicia. Yep, Alicia's been around a long time. Just chilling. Cool as. Think you froze. You'll be back. All right. Hopefully the stream's all right, Matt. Hopefully it's all right. The internet here. I've got Starlink, but it's like the lower bandwidth plan, right? So it's like unlimited, but it's slower. So I'd have to buy the fancier account to I'd have to buy the fancier one. It's like, you know, they want like I think it's like 160 New Zealand dollars a month for the full speed Starlink, and I'm like, you know, it's about, you know, probably $80-90 US a month, and it's like, I don't know, I might upgrade it. What do you, don't try to jump out the window. I see what you're thinking. Don't do that. Don't do that, puppy. Don't do that. Yeah, this is one of those things, right? Hopefully the phone stays upright. It's on the charge cable, so it's always a dangerous game. All right. Stay there. You're all right. We'll go out this way. Let me get me coffee down if I stop yapping. Some days I sit shitting out the window. Preferably out the window. I don't want to pat you the wrong way, but we're going to have to go brush anyway. I'm going to set up the tripod, and the internet is going to see you get brushed. Since you want to go out so bad, the internet is going to see you. We're going to give you a good brushing. What do you reckon? You need it. I know you need it because you're shitting your coat and nearly knocking over my coffee. Well, we still got a couple of viewers here. Can somebody let me know in the chat if the video, everything's still working? Because Matt said his was freezing out. He didn't know if it was his end. And I never know if it's mine because it can keep playing. I can have no video for 10 minutes. And if nobody tells me, I don't know. So I've had streams go to 0 viewers for like half an hour and then I get a 5 and then somebody talks to me the next day and they're like, oh yeah, bro, your stream just went blank. We couldn't see you. I'm like, oh, if you let me know in the chat. So we'll see if it comes back. Oh, I need to turn all chat on anyway. Shush, puppy. All good? Oh, cool. Yeah, we'll head outside. We'll brush the dog shortly. I just want to get my coffee down at least. Just skipping a bit. Okay. Yeah, there's a certain time of day sort of patchy bit with the Starlink because I'm sort of in a bowl here and I've got so many big trees around me. Like I've got Starlink on the garage roof. I can put it on a pole a bit higher, but it'd have to be up like a blooming 10-foot pole to actually I think, have much improvement with the trees. So, you as always, right? You deal with what you got. You utilize what you have at your disposal. Yeah, that's all any of us can do, right? Is play the cards we're dealt, no matter your situation, right? Obviously, if you had good cards growing up or whatever, the situation is easier. But I don't think that's a reality for most people. I don't think most, I really think, I keep thinking on that over the last few days, is that's really where the world has changed so much with social media, because it's just that comparativeness. It's like the bar used to be, you have a job and kids and family, and maybe buy a house someday, whatever, right? And like sort of live your life. And now it's like this narrative of like, you have to be rich and have all this and that, and they push that so hard. And the reality is that's this much of the population is the rich cruising around Dubai or whatever, and the vast majority of us are in here. Like, we're not that far apart from each other. I mean, the top 10 people in the world have half the world's money, so we're all down here. We're all down here struggling along. So we'll help each other out. We won't play their game. We'll just enjoy ourselves. Keep on smiling, keep on moving, try and build consistency, discipline, all these things, right? Try and build some peace in the mind. That's what I'm trying to build. I'm not trying to find peace in the way of comfort, right? I'm not trying to find peace in that I want to just sit here and listen to the birds and do nothing, and I'm at peace because I have no stress. Like, things are going to come in life, right? What I mean by peace is, stopping the chatter in the skull, stopping the chatter in the mind. And a lot of that is through action, not being guilty with yourself. But a lot of it is also cutting out the external sources, which is, again, all the politics and stuff, which is why we don't advocate for it here. I don't go into it, but I will always explain why I'm that way about it, because it's very important to establish. So, yeah. How's everyone going? We'll take the dog out shortly. She needs to brush it off because she's shedding, but I'll finish my coffee. Wish this flu would go away. Terrible. Terrible news. Terrible news. I'll just talk to myself then. It's fine. I talk to myself all the time. It's alright. Get an intelligent response if I talk to myself. It's a joke. I don't have that much of an ego. Calm down. It's alright. Everything is fine. Everything's going to be alright. Everything you ever thought was going to take you down, here you are. Everything you thought was just unrecoverable from in your life, right? That you'd never live it down, that you'd never move past that thing, right? You got past all of it. You're here. So the next time something like that comes, you just have to look at it more positive, right? You have to just go, okay, well, I've got through all this other shit. Right? I always, you doubt yourself too much for somebody who always fucking figured it out. Right? You doubt yourself too much for somebody who always finds a way. Because if you hadn't, does that resonate? Just me? I don't know. These are just ramblings. They just come out of here. I haven't got a script. Stressing hand over cold right now, not so much. You can hear my nose blocked up, so probably while we're sitting on 3 viewers, I sound like Steve Urkel. Maybe it's 1 pull for up and 2 pulls for down. Yeah. 1 moment. I'm actually going to mute the mic because I'm going to try to blow my nose, and nobody wants me to play the Baby Trumpet song. All right, so just give me 10 seconds. All right. Did I say the Baby Elephant song or the Baby Trumpet song? I said baby, like elephant trumpet noises. But yeah, is it the Baby Elephant song from? Is it from the Jungle Book? I don't know. Somewhere in my childhood, there's something about that. I still don't understand. I don't understand YouTube yet. On some level, I think it might just be a variation, or it's just how many people first come into the stream or something. But it's just you can do the same title, same time, whatever, right? And day to day, it can. I had 3 days in a row of 1,200 viewers, and then now it's been 4 days in a row of 350 viewers, and I'm like, okay. But yeah, I don't know. I had to detach from the numbers. At the first channel, I detached from it a lot, and then after the second channel, that's why I took the longer break. I mean, okay, I either go back on YouTube and I do it a certain way, or I don't go on YouTube, because I've got to be able to manage the stress. I've got to be able to handle how much time I spend on here, and be realistic in that. So that's how it goes. What else we got going on? What else is going on? Not much. Just flowing along. I can't really complain. There's not any major urgent problems to deal with right now. So just flow along through my day a bit. Enjoy the sun a bit. Being sick, obviously. Oh, there goes the phone. Fallen over. But happy now, puppy. You got the spotlight. You got the attention now. Right. So yeah, it just sucks being sick all this time. Like there's so much I want to get done this week, and I've not been able to do 90% of it due to the flu. So, but I also know if I gritted through, it's just going to cost me for weeks. I'll be sick for weeks, so I'll just have to make sure I'm listening to my body in that, right? Yeah, we'll get out and brush this thing down shortly because she's shedding everywhere. Have I got enough battery percentage to go brush the dog? I believe I do. Alright, dog, you need a brush. Because you were shedding all over my carrot. Yeah, I know. Here, boy, you stay in. No, you stay in, fella. I'll bring you out in a bit, alright? You go on the bed. You on your bed? No, you stay in for a bit, because otherwise you really like being brushed, and you'll get on the action. Hang on. I'm going to get a cry set up here. Have we got one? Ah, dog! Wait on, dog. Wait on. I don't have any money. Do you want a ball of clay? Is that what you need? You know what? I probably won't check the chat for a bit much, guys. I'm just going to deal with the dog. We're going to do a bit more background stuff at the moment. I'm sure my regular chatters and stuff that are kicking around can answer any quick questions. We can have a chat with some people. Come here, pup. You need to be brushed. You're shedding your summer coat. Don't you jump out the window either, Zed. See what you're thinking. Come on, puppy. Yeah, my girl. Come on. Come to daddy. Alright. Wait. You gotta come around one way or the other. Wait. Hello? Wait. Here. I have to hang on to you or you'll bounce. Stand. Right. Stay there and stand. Right, we're gonna try and... Whole winter coats. Whole summer coats going, eh? Call this German Shepherd. Gossip, come around. Come around here. Stand. Oh yeah, whole lot's come off. Brushed out a whole heap a couple of days ago. There we go. This is the realities of owning a German Shepherd. Hey, better we get it off out here than in my house, mate. I don't think you do too much. I'm just trying to get the loose stuff as it loosens up, that's all. A bit on it all loosens up in a bit and stuff. Oh no, I find this process like cooking, right? Stay there. Good job. Stay there, you're good. I find this like cooking, right? When I take the time to actually do it, it's like one of those sort of tasks, like, oh really? And then it's like, you take the time to do it, you just, my ADHD and that, I can hyper focus on it. I'm like, yeah, that's a nice dog right there. That's a nice puppy. That's a good puppy. Wait on, stay in the middle. Sit, stay in the middle. Hey, stay in the middle. Stay there. Watch. Watch. No, I want sit. Sit. I know. But you end up liking it. You're just being fussy. I'm being gentle because it's a wiry side brush. We're just going to get the loose stuff, alright? That's all. I won't take your collar off and stuff. I won't put I won't take all your collar off on the internet, or else you wouldn't have any clothes on, hey? Wouldn't be appropriate, would it? No. I know. Life is rough. I know, but I've got to keep talking to you. I've got to keep talking to you, or we go all spazzy. You're all comforted now? Is my voice soothing? And where were you thinking of going on your holidays this year? Anywhere nice? Somewhere in Spain, maybe? No? Oh my gosh. High maintenance. It's like owning a Ferrari. Hello, discipline. Yeah. Hey, g'day. I'm getting the... I know, dog. Yeah, the amount of fur I'm getting covered in right now, it is just raining German Shepherd glitter. This is the life I chose, though, right? Move your butt around. Move your butt. Stay there. Perfect, mate. We should put you in a show, dog. You're so beautiful. I reckon we could get you to win a show or two, mate. Show up and, teach a couple of French bulldogs a thing or two about fashion. Presence and physique, mate. What do you reckon? Should we train you for agility course? Once I'm done building the cabin, once we do the rest of the yard, we should build an agility course through the garden. We'll make you an agility competition dog. Like that. I don't know, mate. I think you just need a chill life, mate. You don't need to be wrecking all your joints, jumping around and stuff to blooming show off there. Nah, mate. You need to spend most of your days blooming sunbathing or sleeping or chewing on a toy. You're just a big goofball, mate. These high maintenance blonde German woman. Just all my time, hey? All my attention. Yeah. See, if you want a German Shepherd puppy, you just clean up your German Shepherd and you get a stay there. And you end up with a free German Shepherd out there. No, we're not done yet, mate. And use the soft side of the brush. So I think we got enough of that out. I'll give her another go later today sometime. It's just shedding like crazy at the moment. So let me get down around your ears. Wait. We're gonna. Look, I'm just gonna stay. Come around here. Stay there. No, stand. Hey, stand. No, stand. You know that stand. Come on, dude. You're 3 years old. You know all this. Just stay there, please. I put this on camera. You're gonna make it look like I didn't train you. The talking to you usually soothes you. You just stand here like a normal. I've just been telling them what a good dog you are and how much you're growing up and learning every day, and you're acting like a doofus. And you're just whining. You've been whining at me since 6 o'clock this morning. I know you're coming on heat soon, so I know you're all emotional. I'm well aware. I am aware of your needs, my lady. I am aware. Drama. These trolls on the internet, you just live for the drama, don't you, hey? Stay there, stand. See what you're about to do. Don't do that. You're alright. You are standing on my foot, though. You realise that, right? You realise it's my toes that's under your paw. You realise it now? Okay. It's good. I'm glad we figured it out. and get the tail and stuff later. We'll just get most of it out. So she's covered in the stuff, eh? Well, covered. She's just covered in the stuff, eh? It's like, yeah, no shit, it's her fur. As I said, guys, I'm just genuine in myself on here. I'm not here to put on a character or an act, so it gets a bit, you know, ADHD weird, I suppose. There we go. If anybody would like to, do I go full grifter mode? So, chat, if anybody would like to purchase some German Shepherd fur, look at that. Look at that, Alicia. Imagine that as some wool, mate, to knit with, do some crochet with or something, mate. There you go. Probably something that'll make you pretty allergic, to be honest. Concentrate it like that. Concentrated shepherd fur. Better bring the brush away after it. I'm just and the dogs can stay out and whine at me inside. It's a good plan. Get a bit of that blue sky in there, or is it just going to keep screen them? And the moment I get closer, it just takes away the blue sky behind me because YouTube is YouTube. Looks good enough for felting projects. Yeah. Could be. There you go. Some genuine German Shepherd fur. This is what you get, though. And like we took 5 times that amount off her 2 days ago. Over 5 times that amount came off her 2 days ago. So it's just the summer coats going. She'll start getting her longer winter coat soon. So she only really sheds like twice a year, right? Like end of summer, we're just into like the 3rd, 4th day of autumn now, so she's shedding it off, and then at the end of winter, then she'll start putting on a summer coat. But like they molt a bit, I guess, like anything. Like humans lose hair, but like it's only really a couple of times a year that it's bad, right? Where'd you pull that from? Where did I pull what from? Oh, from the dog, brushing off the dog. This is a bunch of fur, Heidi. What you're saying about the drink, and it's been ringing in my head since. What specific thing did I say that resonated, Ben? I'm always interested in that. I'm always interested in what resonates with people, right? So I can be more effective in what I say, right? Of course, I want to be genuine here, and I don't want to put on an act, but I also do, I do want to present as good a bit of information as I can. So yeah, this is the stuff I love to talk about. So go for it, mate. We can sit here for the next hour or so, bro, and just talk about whatever, man. It's no worries at all. That's why I'm on here, right? It's like come on here a couple of hours a day so people can just chat about whatever's going on and have a yarn and just, relate experiences and talk about, whatever. Yeah, we just keep it chill. Hey, puppy, you gonna come up here now? Well, the puppy has now been brushed, so she's happy. I might just do the old lean forward. What up, chat? I'd be interested if you got if you're going to expand on that, Nate. I mean, you don't have to, bro. You don't have to or anything, but I mean, if it resonated with you in some way, I'd just be interested in what was ringing in your head about it. What it was about that, man. Hate's been brushed with a passion. Yeah, it's Heidi was like that at first. Like all she wanted to do was chew on that brush. So I went to touch the brush only once, and she's just trying to rip it from my hand and stuff. And yeah, honestly, I just gave her some try. I had to do it first. I wouldn't hold her collar. I let the lead about this long, and it was more sort of bringing her around with a bit of treat, and then like here, like literally, rather than give her a bowl of breakfast, it would be come out and just put a handful in, and literally her nose is in it, and just when they're eating, they don't care if they're being brushed, right? And it sort of. Then by the time she's done eating it, she's using the softer side of the brush and whatever, and she was just like, oh, this is just, I get food out of this. So now these days it's just, yeah, she's ended up just enjoying it. That was the best I could figure to do with it. Yeah, who's got what going on? As I say hi if you're new here. If you want to know anything about the channel, like what exactly I do here, you can just ask. Don't have to be shy. Right. Well, we might actually, if I set the camera up in the right spot, we might be able to get really good, like, flip camera here that I can just tap. Oh, I can. We're good. You going to bring it here? Bring it to me. Closer than that, I can't reach that, can I? Bring it here. Over here. Come on. Closer. No, not there. Closer. Nearly. Come on. Yes, what a good girl. There we go. Finally we got there. We have the chosen piece of clay for today. Don't we? Yes. Yeah. 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 Oh, missed it. Tried to catch the fog and you missed. Hey, use your mouth. Don't dig it. Oi, mouth. Thank you. You're digging up all my paths. Not impressed if you dig up all my paths, dog. Okay, that's enough of the barking things. Oh my god. Well, you can. If you brought it right to me, you wouldn't have to bark. I'd just be able to pick it up, wouldn't I, you noodle? That's why I think she's a bit slow, eh? Like, she's just, as far as actually bring it right to me, she'll bring it to this far away from me. It's like, dude, just bring it like this much closer and we're good. We're almost there. That's what I mean. She's getting better every day. We sort of move in where she places things down. So, yeah, I am quite interested by what Nate was saying about that, about what rang in his ears about what I said. Just maybe about not having it in the house and stuff, and just not being able to, you know, same with junk foods and stuff, right? Like, if they're not available to you, it's a lot easier to resist, right? If you, James Kerr talks about that, you know, you take things out of your environment that are about your bad habits, and you put things in your environment that help with good habits, right? So, you know, you can, you know, if you want to have say it was a certain health drink or a medication or something in the morning, you know, you can lay it out on your bench and wake up and it's just there. Like, you know, I was always forgetting my bank card, right? Because it's quite loose and it would always fall out of my phone case and stuff. So I just kept it off to the side. But I used to drive up to the shops and I'd forget my bank card and have to come back home and get it. And it was just like, oh man, what a moron. And in the end, I just found I put my keys in a cupboard and then I put the card, sits above the keys, and it's in like a little container with the card on top. So if I need to get my car keys, there's the card, right? So there's no barrier between that, right? So things can flow. So just little things like that I find really help. Again, I'm far from perfect, as always say here, guys. I'm no expert or anything. I'm far from perfect. I'm just here to chat about with other people and just relate to normal people about normal people's struggles. Not, you know, the world's always trying to push this agenda to us through politics and through social media and everything. It's like everything's about, you know, billions of dollars here and government this and whatever, and it's like, man, we got our own problems, we got our own lives, right? That's where the meat of the bell curve is, right? That's where most people are at, isn't it? I don't think we're all, you know, we're not all living in our dream multi-million-dollar mansion, driving, you know, the latest brand new whatever. We're down here going like, man, like, you know, the bills are paid, but like, I'd like to do a bit of this or that. Or maybe the bills aren't paid. You're right? We're out here, down here eating shit. We don't care about all this. You know, they're trying to make us care about all this shit that, you know, just, it's going to affect us anyway. The bottom line is what's going to happen from all these wars and stuff. We're just going to spend, you know, the price of everything you want to buy is going to go up. You're going to get poorer. So, yeah, just putting our focus at building that life, like in the face of all that's goes on in the world, which has always gone on. It's always going to go on. The self-focus and putting your time into yourself and your own journey is going to be something that's going to return to you, right? Whereas if you focus on all this politics and the world's changing, war bad and whatever, you put all your time at that. You know, that's the danger of like identity politics and stuff, right? It's the virtue signaling. If I'm not part of this problem, like I stand with this or that. It's like it's all just like, you know, if the meaning of your life, if the purpose of your life is to go and try and protest and fight the government virtue signal on the internet, and everybody thinks you're a whatever, it's like, well, what did you actually want to do? You know, growing up, what did you enjoy doing growing up? Like, I enjoyed playing on my old PlayStation and stuff, right? I had a Xbox One, and people online and stuff was so toxic in me, and I realised it was making me depressed. And then the other thing was people come online. I had some friends on there, right? That people come online, and then right as you go to get off, other mates come on. So then I'd stay on. Then next time it's like I'm feeling guilty at the end of the day. I mean, I spent 4 hours gaming today. I could have got, or 6 hours gaming today. I could have got a lot more done. Then I'm I beat myself up if I don't get enough done in the day. And it's always when I finally then actually snap out of that and do stuff, it's never that much stuff I have to do to be like, you know what, I did all right today, I did more, and you know, it just snowballs, right? But it's also about that flow and having that reward and just being able to just, that's been the thing for me, is just keeping myself calmer and more centered, because if I start getting pissed off, it ain't pretty. It ain't pretty when I lose control of myself, right? Lose control of my emotions. So it's best I keep my emotions in check, right? The world is not going to bend to any emotional state I have or anything, right? It's just going to react more badly to it, most likely. So it's all within our own control, right? Well, I've had no chat since Alicia mentioned the German Shepherd hating the brush. I keep seeing 5 people coming and stuff, but I've got nothing happening on my chat. The last message I have is the German Shepherd is just as bad. She hates being brushed with a passion. So if you're trying to send messages and I'm not seeing them or something, maybe try hit the 100 on the emojis or something. So if you hit the 100 on the emojis, then I can go, okay, well, these messages aren't coming through or something. But maybe you guys are just doing whatever. You're doing what I told you to do. Oh yeah, put me down and go do something and just listen or whatever, mate. I don't know. Oh, shush, puppy. So many noises. So many German Shepherd noises. You'd just do this all day, wouldn't you? You'd just do it all day. Good girl using your mouth. What a good girl. Yeah. Good girl. Closer. Hey, closer. I can't reach it. No, too far. Bring it here. Closer. Place it here. Closer. Oh, you're breaking in half again. That's helpful. Now I have 5 pieces of clay on my deck. Thanks, mate. Yeah, I don't know if nobody's chatting, or this is the problem, is without a second phone, I don't know if nobody's chatting or if it's glitching out or what's happening. I'm just going to close the app for a second because I just never know. Alright. Oh, chat was just trying. Alright. Sorry, guys. I just thought I'd check. Right. It's no. There we go, Jake. That said message retract on that, but you said it's no or something. Seems all good now. I don't know, man. But yeah, as I say, guys, just talk about whatever, as usual. Talk among yourselves or whatever. And, but as I say, the whole idea is to be working on our lives and just chatting about struggles and whatever, and how we can work on that ourselves, right? Try and find some peace and some security, I think that's what we're all seeking, right? Well, not all, right? There's a lot of people seeking, if you're struggling, you're slogging through life, and it's hard economy, hard times that most of us are in. Especially, I think it's a fair statement on YouTube Live. I don't think the billionaires and stuff and the multimillionaires are scrolling through lives, looking for something like my channel. So I'm not going to cater to it, obviously. It's just more about trying to carve out the life you want bit by bit, and we'll try and yeah. Love from Pakistan. Thank you, brother. What's that a picture of? Is it a dog? It's very small in the profile picture for me to see from here. It looks like a dog. It could also be a cat, though. I'm not sure. Let me know. Let me know about this animal. What are you doing, pup? You gonna bring me something to throw or not? Oh, that little itty bitty piece there. Right here? Close? No, I need that, Ta. Hey, Ta. No, you're just going to chew it up. Okay. Alright, dog. How's things in Pakistan, my friend? How are you going? It's a cat? Alright, it is a cat. Awesome, mate. Yeah, sorry, it's so hard to see in the picture. Is it your cat, or is it a random picture of a cat off the internet or something? You're zoned out in a crochet. So the outside world disappeared. Well, that's what I try and achieve here. That's what I try and achieve. That's exactly it, Alicia. I'm glad the vibe is conveying. See, that's, you guys let me know that the vibe is resonating, that it's just, everybody just calm down. There's always been wars. There's always been problems in the world, right? What you need to focus on is what are you aiming at? What are you trying to build? What are you hoping to achieve in this life, and aim at that, right? That's a better use of your time. And even if you have a really deep understanding of the politics of war and it's really, really wrong and oh my god, how dare they just, it's right. That's not going to change. But what can change is you can go, okay, well, I know that's not going to change, so how can I solve that for myself? With all of that going on, it's like, okay, well, I'm going to have to do this to do that. Maybe I can achieve this dream that way, that dream that way, or maybe I lower my expectation on this a bit and change it up, and that means I can actually achieve something else or something, right? But like, people can decide that. That's for everybody to decide for themselves, right? I'm not here to judge anybody or tell anybody what path to go. It's just a touch base on it. Did I score the tyres the other day? Oh, I must mention, I was going to get some motorbike tyres, bro. I helped out a friend with some money in the end. I did go into the motorbike shop yesterday, actually, and got them to order them in. So I'll be getting them in the next few days. We'll get the ZX back on the road, which, like, I missed the entire summer on that motorbike. Again, sacrifice, right? It's like living in the caravan. Sacrifice. You sacrifice something now for later. It's like my motorbike needed tyres, and that's a really good thing for, like, my mental health to ride my motorbike. But I missed the whole summer riding because, well, my partner's truck needed its clutch done. We need building materials and stuff, right? There's always, you know, can't do it all at once. But no, we're getting there, so no, it's all good. You know, all the sort of problems I've had since, you know, starting these shows, or you know, the things going wrong, it's just as things do in life, right? It's just part of it, is, you know, my truck broke right after I bought it, and just because it had a fresh rebuilt gearbox in it, but they did it wrong. So it's all under warranty, but I've still got to pull the gearbox out of it. It's just not covered in that way. And then my partner's truck broke, and then the motorbike got a flat tire, and it's like, okay, well, so we literally dragged the car out along grass this long in a paddock and got it running so she could get to work, right? So the situation now, a couple of months later, despite all the other problems that happened in between, it's like, you know, things are coming right. Her truck's fixed. I'm about to order the motorbike tyres. I've been able to help out some friends and stuff, which is delayed a bit, but that's all right. And then I'm getting on with my truck next. I've got the project car running after 3 years, so like, you know, I'm back on. We're back on form, mate. We're doing good. I have just run down to 5% battery though, so we'll have to run for the charger. But yeah, man, it's just fine. How are you going, bro? You're still out doing your walks every day, hey? Getting out there on the come on, dogs, and alright, and everybody in. I need the charger. I was about to leak his head out just then, and not even realise. No, we need to come have a charge up. Come have a charge up. Where can I sit you guys for a charge up? You know what? You guys can hang out over here somewhere. How about that? How about that? Cash me inside. How about that? You want to know how you know the world's unjust? That chick made millions and millions and millions of dollars from Cash Me Outside. Crazy world, but hey, life ain't fair. No point whining about it. Politics ain't right. War ain't right. Yeah, there's no point whining about it. None of it's gonna whining never fixes anything, right? You can't live in the problem, stare at the problem. There's no point. There's just no point. Just drags you down. Idiots will beat you with experience and drag you down to their level. Or drama will. A lot of things will, right? People will take their narrative and just beat you down like they've beat down hundreds of people before with it, and they think it's going to work on you. And if you don't allow that in, then they tend to get even more upset and stuff. But that's all right. We're not here to make people happy. We're here to make ourselves happy, and we're not happy, but like we're here to build a life for ourselves and the people we care about. That's always what I'm going to focus on here, guys. Because the world is going to continue to get worse. You know as well as I do, the inflation will go up, the food prices will go up, the fuel prices will go up. It's all going to get worse. That's not a negative thing. It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be like, oh, screw it, I'll never be able to do anything. I'll never see Paris. No, like, you can go see Paris. Like, it might be a little bit harder. You might have to think a bit more. But I tell you one thing that's not going to help it is focusing on all of this. Like, the world's going to suddenly find world peace in the next 6 months or next 5 years. That's not a reliable. That's not a path you can track down. That's like, you know what? This is going to solve my problems. It's like when my life started to go bad, I turned to a bottle of alcohol instead of dealing with it. It made everything 1,000 times worse because it wasn't solving any of the problems. It was just, you know, distraction. Usually I wouldn't drink so much Coke, but I'm finding it is really helping clear out from this flu, to be honest. It makes me feel a heck of a lot better. Yeah, okay. Good day, sir. Good day. How are we? How are we? What's going on? Where are you from? If anybody's new, do say hi. Do say where you're from. As I say, yeah, we just have a positive chat, guys. That's all it's about. Yeah, like I'm not here to argue religion with anybody or politics or war or any of that. I'm here to argue for the side of the best thing I can possibly offer on the internet, which is not making clickbait title content. It's not making bullshit. It's not wasting people's time. It's offering, like, you can have the life you want. Like, I'm working towards it as well. I'm struggling through it every day and stuff. I'm making sacrifices and stuff as well. You know, I'm here to relate to the average person like me who's going through it and trying to just chat about what I've learned through self-improvement and stuff here or there. I'm not always right. I'm no better than anyone, any of that. We're just here to... Hanover. Hanover. Where is Hanover? I've heard of Hanover. Why do I know that? I don't want to say... It's not Canada, is it? Hanover is... I don't want to look at screen. Where? Hanover is... Shit. Sorry, no. It's gone. It's gone from the brain. I can blame the flu for that, but it's probably just bad memory. Yeah, I can't believe you missed that stream. Jay sat there for 2 days on stream going, bro, I've got a big bag of mussels. I'm having mussels for dinner. And then yesterday, he goes, man, I'm having seafood chowder with some mussels in it that he made up. I'm like, oh, bro, you've made me really want mussels. So I got off stream. I went up the road. I bought mussels. I came back and I sat on stream, scraping them all off with a knife, cleaned them all up because they had stuff on them and all that. I blooming cut me finger. Look, I got a boo-boo with the knife. I ran the knife from the wrong way because I was being a dumbass. Got me thumb. Did steam mussels and everything, mate. And everybody else turned up, Jay. And I was like, where is Jay? I felt like, you know, Men in Black, where he has the locker. And he has the locker in Men in Black. It's at, like, Grand Central Station. All hail Jay. All hail Jay, right? And it's the little people. Was it 2-for-1 deal every Wednesday or something? I need to watch that scene again. The Men in Black. Oh, the timekeeper has returned. Yeah. Never mind. Never mind. Oh, Hanover's lowest 600 miles from Hamburg. Yeah, okay. Yeah. My brain just totally... I know Hanover from, like, movies and stuff. And I've definitely heard of Hanover, but yeah, I wasn't sure exactly what it was. It's awesome, man. You get people from everywhere here. The main question I've had in, like, the last 4 days, about once a stream, somebody comes in and they're like, are you Lithuanian? I'm like, I've never had that before in my life. And like, yeah, maybe it's the same person on multiple accounts, like making some kind of joke or something. I'm not sure. But they kept asking if I'm Lithuanian. And I was like, no, sorry, I'm not Lithuanian. Hang on. Oh, where are you going? Where are you going now? You gonna come here? Go on, come harass me. You always want to come on then. Come. You gonna come my way? Oh no, he's got a double dose. Oh no, I'm under attack. Help. Don't give them the red rocket. It's not appropriate for the internet. Oh, it's all over. It's all over. Alright, off now. No, that's too much going. No, off. I wanted just you because you were white. Hey, Heidi, stop trying to eat your brother. We're experiencing some technical differences. One moment, please, folks. Right. I've regained... Hang on. Calm. I've regained control of the situation. Everything is under control. Hey! Bed. No, bed. Oi! You little... Oh, hang on, one moment. And the water's almost run out, and you're looking at me like, Dad, there's only like 2 inches of water left in there. I can't slurp away at it and make wet sock slurps. It's not deep enough. I need deeper water or I can't drink it. Like, are you serious? Fussy German. German Shepherd, fussy German, right? She has this deep of water in the bottom of her bowl of clean water and a clean bowl. No, not sufficient. It has to have more in it. Unacceptable. Unacceptable to her. Am I being nicer to my doggy today? I'm nice to my doggies every day, mate, and I'm sick of you trying to troll me about it. People like you are pieces of shit, mate. Fuck off. Fuck off. You're not welcome here just like you're not welcome anywhere. You know why? It's your attitude, bro. You're the problem. Fuck off. With my dog, mate. I've just been brushing my dog on live, actually. I'm always nice to my dog, bro. But, look, let me show you something, right? Let me show you something. Let me show you. Hang on, puppy. Come here. Come here. Come here. Right. Let me explain something to you about dogs, right? You stay there. Sweetie. You're perfectly good, sweetie. You've done nothing wrong. I've done nothing wrong. Let me explain something to you about this dog, bro. These things started out as a wolf, right? Like all dogs, right? This isn't a pet hamster. This is 34 kilograms. It's like 70 pounds of something that if it gets out could like kill a child or something, right? And you think I'm just gonna like cuddle and pat it like it's a little Pomeranian? Like, look at the teeth on it. You know, do you want that? You know, everybody wants people to be a responsible dog owner, but you have no idea what it's like to have a dog like this. And if I go off dog on your bed, you go, oh, you're being mean to your dog by giving it a command. Like, it's just ridiculous, bro. The trolls, you're just trolling, you're wasting. Just piss off. Just piss off, bro. You're not welcome here. Piss off. I have time for people like you. Yeah, I'm a Mel. Yeah, you're coming on my channel telling me what to do. Fuck off. If you don't like it, look, all you had to do, bro, is go one finger like this, bro. So all you have to do is move one finger, but you're going to type shit in my chat. That makes you the melt, bro. That makes you the loser. All you have to do is swipe one finger, but you've got to try and make it all about you and cause some shit. Fuck off. You're not welcome here. Fuck off. I'm sure you've heard that before. Start listening to it. Start to look in the mirror and understand you're the fucking problem. Yeah, I bet you're one of these people that blame fucking everything in the world's everybody else's fault, eh, bro? Bet it always has been too, eh? Yeah. Yeah. Jog on, bro. Yeah, jog on. Treat that dog nicer than I'd ever treat a piece of shit like you, man. Fuck off. How about that? How about that? How about you fuck off? I'm here to help people, bro. I'm not here to argue about fucking... I tell my dog, hey, go on your bed. You know, oh, you're being mean to your dog. Like, come on, man. Jog on. Hey, Joseph, great to see you, bro. How are you, man? So I just have to... You gotta be firm with these dickheads sometimes. I think it helps them sometimes as well, you know? If you're gonna come in and say this stuff, he had every option to just swipe on, right? So I will put them in their place where I need to, right? It probably won't resonate, but sometimes it does, so I'll give it a crack. But that's enough time at that. How are you going today, Joseph, man? What's going on? What's the good news? Somebody give me some good news. Somebody give me something positive to talk about. Let's keep it positive. Let's keep it positive. Good. Keep it positive. We won't respond to these people. Breathe. Breathe. Just children causing trouble. Breathe. Well, at least everybody else on the channel likes the dogs, apart from the old troll being a smartass. Where's got something to talk about? What's going on, guys? What's going on? Any questions? Any questions? I can just stare at a wall. There's a cow out there. I'm watching a cow walk at the moment. So, if there's any questions, you know what? We can actually just sit quietly. You know what? We can just sit here. We'll hang out. Keep calm. We'll carry on. Interesting world. It's an interesting world. Full of all kinds of characters, isn't it? I'll just make sure this bed sheets stay on. The dog messed it up. That's all right. I'm born in New Zealand, man. So yeah, I'm born in New Zealand. Always lived here. Just got the German Shepherd. So we got her sitting over there. Hang on. She's just blobbing. At least finally she's settled down a bit. So we'll leave her be to just blob for a bit. Yeah, was feeling a lot better with the flu, but it's just I shouldn't have. I'm not really genuinely affected by the troll just then, right? It's not really going to live rent free in my head or anything. Once I'm off here, I forget about it. I'll just go whatever. It's just annoying. It's just annoying at the time when you're trying to just keep a good vibe and just hang out. What else can we do on here today? We're just chatting. As always, just chatting about whatever people want to talk about. I just don't do the politics. I just don't do the whole channel. The whole point of the channel is to focus on your own life. That's all it is. So that, like, if anybody wants more on that, I guess ask. I don't like to repeat the whole explanation 50 times a stream. Just to annoy regulars with it and stuff. Do I have a PS4? No, I have a PlayStation 2. I've had PlayStation 4s, I've had the Xbox One and stuff. I got rid of them and just went to an offline gaming, the games I grew up on, like Gran Turismo 4, just all that kind of stuff. I was going to buy Need for Speed Underground 2 shortly, probably Need for Speed Most Wanted, stuff like that, man. So yeah, I've sort of started to not recluse from society, or anything, but just have a more simple life with things like video gaming. It's kind of, I play it and I play a few races. I'm like, I'm sort of sick of this now, rather than make it like a social thing, like online, where it can be more toxic and all that, and I can just spend all day on there. So I do just try to limit it. Like, I limit these streams to like a maximum of 3 hours for a talk stream. Usually it's like 2.5. So yeah, like I can give up a bit of time each day to have a chat like this, and I learn from you guys as well and stuff. So it all works out, man. But it's just finding that balance, right? That's what I'm working at, and that's like the kind of audience I want, right? It's just people just keep it on going, right? Come from all different backgrounds, we have all different interests and stuff. We can work together to some extent. We can all get along. We can all get along, like John Lennon wanted. Right? We can live in some peace. Is your mother home? Yeah, mother's home. Shame. I'm not sure if that's what translates. Hey, off here, bruh. Yes, I know. Shush, you lunatic. It's your mother. It's your mum, mate. This is my life now. This is my life I created for myself. How were my muscles? Oh, the muscles were good, mate. The muscles were good. I left them. I think I did them a bit earlier. I should have got them done right before she got home. A few on the top kind of shrunk down a lot because they weren't like immersed in the wine and stuff, man. But no, the muscles were good. Got a few left over, threw in the fridge, so I'll gobble them up shortly, to be honest. So yeah, Michael, this is why I have to turn auto translate off, man, because the auto translate tries to translate English to other languages, and then it says all kinds of stuff at me. So I've turned that off, so all good. How am I? I'm good, mate. Good. I thought I got over the flu a lot more yesterday. I had a pretty good day yesterday, but last night I started feeling really sick again, to be honest. But now I'm doing all right. It's just my sinuses are blocked back up. I'm coughing all night, struggling to sleep. Then one of the neighbours was out at 3 a.m. trying to find his dogs. And then another neighbour fires up his, straight piped V8 truck and up the road at 6 a.m. Oh, yeah. So I've got about 3 hours sleep total, if I'm lucky. Gonna go get you some at 3? Yeah. Yeah, the mussels up here, bro, had like the white, I don't even know what you call them, mollusks, whatever, crustaceans of some kind all over them. I'd scrape off, like usually you get them with a bit more. Yeah, sounds like just a man flu. Yeah, I know. Yeah, we were talking about that before. I said, just bloody man flu. Because the missus is all right. She, I got the virus off her, and she's a couple of days. She's like, oh yeah, I'm a bit tired, but I'm all right. And I'm just like, dying. Yeah, man flu mode. I wonder why that is, because it is like men always try to tough it out, and that's the point. At the point where where I'm actually sick, and we just turn into a big baby. It's like, oh, I'm like, I wonder if it's just like all the stress is on, man. I wonder if it's just the body shuts down a different way. It's just like, nah. You know, I imagine it happens, you know, woman in stressful situations as well. Also, I'm not sure. I need to look into that. I wonder why it is that men get the man flu. I'll go read an article. I'm curious now. Again, like that's something I'd rather learn about than like politics and drama in the world, right? It's just something to read that's a bit more interesting. Iron food today: chop suey, rice, coconut. No, oh mud, oh mud. Don't you just, Jay? Are you gonna come in here like every day and start putting food ideas in my head? You're gonna make me go and you're trying to turn me into Gordon Ramsay. He's trying to turn me into Gordon Ramsay, folks. You haven't even seen my cooking yet, Jay. All the other regulars, man, they were here last night for the mussel cooking. You know, you kept talking about mussels. I took your recommendation, and you just abandoned me, mate. You just abandoned me. I've been abandoned before, Jay, and it really really hurt me, mate. Oh, did your mother come home? Yep. Imagine she'll probably want to have a bit of sleep. She got probably about 3 hours of sleep last night, and had to work early. So I imagine she's going to want to sleep soon. So I'll end up outside for a chat or something. We'll see how we get on. See what's happening. Been pretty quiet today. Did I accidentally lock the door? Oh, there we go. I've accidentally locked her out now as well. Pray for me. Don't eat your mother, eh? Stay on your beds. Right. On the lives at the moment, mate. Do you want me to get off here shortly so you can have a nap or something, or are you feeling all right?
Oh, I'm actually all right.
Oh, you're all right, mate. Oh, good, mate.
Do what you got to do.
All right. I'll do what I got to do. Well, all in one day, bro. There's a lot I got to do. How long do I have? How long do I have before you'll get it? Like, come on, mate. I shouldn't even ask that question. No, let's not even ask that question. I'll just get on with it, mate.
Yeah.
Bit by bit, day by day, like the Full House theme song.
Trying to do it.
Hello, madame, says Jake.
Hello.
Hello.
I just put my handbrake up as far as it would go.
And it's still right. Yeah, I'm going to have to crawl on. I'm going to... Another thing for the frickin' to-do list, yeah. Great. But that's all right. Typical Toyota handbrake, right? The cables stretch over time, and it's just click, 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 and now the thing's just rolling down the hill if you don't leave it in. You know, you got to park it in reverse in the manual, and yep. You're getting pretty good with that manual now, mate, these days.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I got a thing popped up on the phone yesterday that bought the ZX14 a year ago.
Well, that was in like February when we went down.
Yeah, it would have been, yeah. Went on a road trip, went to Wellington to pick that up, threw it on a trailer and drove it back. Somehow coming back from Wellington, I went the wrong way on that trip and ended up going through a whole heap of small towns somewhere, and through like I think like Tokoroa and out through that way. And the roads, bro, the whole trailer's just like hopping over the road and stuff, and I'm just like cruising trying to do like 60k, and things just like damn near flying off the trailer. I don't know what roads I went through. There were tarmac roads, but they were barely in the dark and the pissing rain through the night back, and
I was just like,
yeah, she was out stone cold in the passengers.
getting mocked by all the drivers.
Yeah, she woke up like, where did you wake up? How far through Auckland were we? We were pretty much up to Northland.
Somewhere in Auckland.
Yeah, somewhere in Auckland. She woke up and we're just in like gridlock traffic on the motorway, and she's realised she's like half drooling on the window. And I'm like, she wakes up, she's like, did I fall asleep? I'm like, yeah, mate, about 4 hours ago. Like, I've just been like, driving through the night. Oh, dear. What else is going on, guys? As always, we'll just talk about, have a yarn about whatever. How long have we been on for? An hour 20. It's been quiet today, been real quiet. Like, right at the start, it was like 1 viewer and stuff, 1, 2, 3 for ages. It's just been one of those days where YouTube doesn't want to feed me people, I guess. Maybe there's still something I'm saying through my message of, like, not talking about the war and whatever. Maybe it doesn't like some of these words and it's upsetting it and restricting it. Maybe it was the troll I told to F off out of here without censorship 4 times. Could have been that. Oh, he comes in here every day on a new account and he's like, "Are you being nice to your dogs today? You're mean to your dogs." When literally he always says it when I tell them to get on the bed. I'm like, "Go on, go get on your bed," and then they don't listen. I'm like, "Get on your bed," and he's like, "Oh, you're being mean to your dogs." It's like, dude, it's my responsibility legally. That thing is a weapon. If that dog bites somebody, it gets put down, and I could possibly be charged as well. But I care way more about the dog would get put down. I've got to keep that animal under control. I've got to be able to command my animal. This isn't a little, it's not a bunny rabbit. It's a it's a 70-pound German Shepherd. It's not, it's not a toy. And the other dog's a pit bull. They're it's not a pet duck. Jay, did you ever go out to like Pickapart in Auckland, like the South Auckland Pickapart, where I don't know if they've still got them. They had the guard geese. Those things are scary, man. As a kid, used to go out to the Pickapart with Dad. Oh, come on, son, help me pull out a gearbox. And this wrecker's yard, during the night, the geese were there to guard the place, right? And everyone's like, "Oh, yeah, whatever, guard geese." You wait till you're under a car, you get surrounded by 8 blooming geese that are like, and they're trying to peck at your blooming ankles and shit, and you're like 10, 12 years old, because you looked at them, blooming, you glance at the geese, you're like, "Oh, geese," and you looked at them for 1 second too long, and like the goose made eye contact with you, and it's like, "You," and it's like, "Ah!" There's like 10, 12-year-old me, like running from 5 geese down a blooming parts yard. No wonder I'm so traumatized, man. No wonder I have all this trauma. Just that's how it goes, I guess. How it goes. Zed, can you stop licking, mate? Like, why do you dogs do this all the time, all day? They do take a lot of attention, eh? They do take a lot of attention. I've given them hours and hours of attention this morning. That's why I was on late, was playing with them still, right? Those dogs still always want more attention. Oh, yeah, exactly. Saying mum again. Great. Zed literally says mum to her. She'll walk in and he'll wag at her and give her a bit of pat. And the moment she turns away, he goes, "Mum," at her. It's like, what the hell? You never say dad. You never greet me like that. Oh, wait, you never greet me like that because you spend literally every moment of your day like, pop, 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 pop. I don't know where everybody is today, guys. I don't know what's happening. Oh, we have love. Oh, we're all the reactions. Oh, lots of love. Thanks, guys. But without that, it just goes quiet, eh? Because that's the thing with YouTube. It's just like, it's just a live feed, right? So people are looking for all kinds of different things. So it is hard. Like, that's the thing. Is that's why I'll get 1,200 views and 20 subs, because it's 20 people who actually, like what I do, and most don't, right? And it's like that with any channel, right? It's just, what are you making? What are you doing? It's different content for everybody. So yeah, it is hard when the chat's slow. But I mean, what was it the other day? We held over 30 viewers, Jay. We were just sitting here having a chat, and it was just over 30 viewers, and the chat was just going crazy, bro. And it was all positive, which is what we do here. Positive chat. Positive. Well, I'm going to actually put a poll up again. I'm wondering something. Let's see something. There we go. Oh, yeah, sweet. Yeah, we're charging the phone at the moment anyway. I'm only on like 7%, so I'm pretty much sitting here having a yarn. A yarn. Yep. Finished off my lollies earlier too. What else you got going on today, Jake? What else? Were you at the? Oh, no, it's Friday, so you probably want to be in the market. So where'd you get some island food, bro? You're saying you had some stuff. Green curry with watermelon? I've never heard of that. I will look it up later. I'll screenshot it. I'll look it up later, man. I'm curious now. I never thought there would be flavors that go together. Because there's some curries that, yeah, actually, have I ever had? Maybe I have at one point. I think I might have had it from like a takeaway, but it would have been like the it would have been like the green part of the watermelon, like sliced up, put through the curry, maybe. I'm not sure. Anybody else in here? Anybody want to say hi? Talk about something? I don't know. Who's still here? The chat's dead, chat. I can't chat with chat if there's no chat. Chat. The joys of being a new small channel. Some days it's so crazy I can't keep up and thousands of views. Some days it's 100 views and no chat. And I'm just like, okay, whatever. We'll roll with it. Beyond control. See, this is where we come back to the key point of the channel. Things beyond my control. I can't control what YouTube's going to do with it. I can't control who it's going to show it to. All I can do is kick it here and be like, hi, g'day. My name's Venom.
My name's Jeff.
My name's Jeff. I'm a tourist. I like moonlit walks on the beach with my dog. I like turtles. What? Can you check on your phone if like there's chat going on that I'm not seeing or something? Because like I get absolutely nothing, and then half the time we check it on your phone and there's like 10 messages or something. So I don't know. I don't know, man. It varies. Sometimes it's just people are just chilling and doing whatever, which is fine. But other times it's like, do I need to reset the stream? I never know, man. This is like literally you need 2 phones to live stream to know what's going on because YouTube can be unreliable. Like you can lose picture and YouTube will not tell you. And like the chatters don't tell you. I don't know if maybe the comments don't go through or what, but like I can go to a blank screen, and oh no, it's working. Okay, cool. Oh well, we'll wait for some chat then. I'll sit here and look pretty.
Oi.
Zed, stop, dude. Stop, dog. Stop. Yep. Hmm.
Some chopping up to do.
Chopping up to do. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. The big lump of steak I got. Yeah, that's right. Oh, if you want to, I can do it if you want. But whatever. No rush.
It's like stapled my thumb. Luckily, the
Huh?
staples out of staples. Luckily.
Oh, nice skills, bro. So what was that like? Why isn't the stapling? I'll just bash it harder. Okay, never. We will discuss. We will discuss this. I want the full story later, but I'll spare the chat the details, I suppose. See, it's always this point. It's always this point in the stream. It goes down to a couple of viewers. There's no chat and stuff. And when I stop, I just stop. But if I end up staying on, if I stay on like another half hour, suddenly it'll be like 30 people or something. I'm like, ah! So I don't know what to do, man. I talk about the same. I don't understand. I talk about the same stuff. We have good conversations. And it can be really good conversations, and it can be like 100 viewers, or it can be 1,200. I don't understand YouTube. How am I meant to please the algorithm gods? What does it want from me? Why? Why? Oh, well. Well, when we get some chat, I'll reply then. I'm just going to sit here then. I'll sit here till somebody talks to me. Fine. I've been feeling like crap since last night. Like, I feel like I'm getting sick all over again. It's horrible. It's horrible.
Drink some of that ginger juice.
Yeah, I had more of that, and like it feels good when I drink it, and then yeah, I've just been I'm coming right. It's just the gut pain's gone, but no, I'm just feeling a bit sick again. Maybe I need another smoothie today. You know what it probably is I really didn't eat that much. You know, when you think I had mussels for the steamed mussels, but like when you actually put it down to the quantity of once you take them out of the shell and actually consume them, it's probably like so it ain't much. So ain't much, mate.
Did you want a smoothie?
Yeah, we could go a smoothie shortly. When somebody chats, I'll hop up and we can have a chat. If you got any questions about the channel or whatever, usually we just hang out and have a chat. But the chat stopped. Nobody's chatting, so I'm just kicking it, mate. Just gonna kick it. Gonna have some cicada ASMR noises, and I'll do a smoothie in a while. Whatever. It's like no rush or anything.
Yeah.
I'll get someone in. Get someone in, mate. Oh.
Put it out.
Can I just start being a sleep streamer? I'll just give up on all my goals of helping mankind and helping people and talking about building their lives, and I'll just become a sleep streamer. I'll just give up. I just don't think I have that in me, eh? There's something in me is broken fundamentally that I'll just never bloody quit. I think it's too many people doubted me in my past. Too many people said I'd never be successful and stuff, right? And I'm like, rah! And that drives me through life in a lot of ways. I'm not gonna act like I don't. People don't piss me off, man. Yep. All right, I'll sit up in a minute. Hang on. Oh. Good to just de-stress a little and just stop for a moment, to be honest. I've been chatting for an hour and a half. I'll take the chat back, I guess, if nobody's going to talk. I'll just kick it in, mate. I'm just stuffed, man. Like, one day I was out looking for his dog with every dog in the neighborhood going off, including ours doing a couple of huffs, but I got them to stop. But like every dog from a couple of miles was going off. And he's driving up and down the road looking for his dogs at 3 a.m. And then the other neighbor fires up a loud as heck V8 car and leaves at 6 a.m. and stuff. And I'm just like, trying to get over a flu. I'm suffering here and living, but that's how it goes. This is, again, you just can't control the world, right? Just like politics and all that, as I say. Let's focus on our own lives bit by bit, day by day, and get there. Oh, even my nose is all red. That's how I know my sinus has gone bad again. Oh, I'm a true unk now with a case of the man flu, apparently. Look how red me nose is. Look like Rudolph. I can't do the bewitched nose wiggle, though. Can't do it. Can't do it. Just isn't my journey. Hello, dog. You good, mate? You're well loved, aren't you, dog? Yes, you are, mate. What are you doing, my bro? How you going? How you going? Oh, yeah, could you... This is a bit intrusive. I wasn't... Ow! Yes, you have paws and you have claws. Hello. Hello, my boy. I don't need this much love. Too much love. Too much pitbull love. Too much pitbull love. My friend. My friend. Yes, I know. Yes, my boy. Yes, my boy. You're making friends on the internet. You make friends now? Don't need to whip your head around at me. I know when your head's swinging around at me. Hiding away. Hiding away. You've had enough attention. One at a time. One at a time, dogs. One at a time. Yes, Miss Heidi. Yes, Miss Heidi. Are you my fan for the hot? Oh, that's good. Yeah. Just no. Oh, you're in such a good spot there, dog. Yeah, and now you've ripped the sheet off the bed. Miss Fluffy Tail. Hey. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Happy puppy? Good happy puppy. Here we go. Right. You're being intrusive. You're being intrusive. You're being intrusive. Personal space? Personal space? No, just jump on, rip all the sheets off the bed. Yeah. No personal space. Yeah. I think this is much. Oh, you're good boys. Okay. Oh. What beautiful teeth you have for a nine-year-old boy. Nice pearly white teeth. Your teeth are better than mine, dog. Look at you. You're so handsome, aren't you? So handsome boys. A handsome boy. Handsome boy. You're just a big goofball, you know that? You're just a big goofball. Ah, I'm under attack. Ah. It's a vicious pit bull. Hey, boy. You're a big noodle, eh? You're a big noodle, eh? Rah, 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 rah. Gentle. Now you can pick up water balloons and stuff, right? He won't pop them, you know, if you tell him to be gentle. You can pick up a water balloon and not pop it, and you can just chew on it a bit. But you give him a nice ball of decent quality tennis ball, he'll still destroy it in 5 seconds. As he does. Hey, you're just too powerful. You're just too powerful to look after your own toys. Hey, dog. Your eye booger. Hang on. I gotta get your eye boogers, dog. Hang on. I'll try to sit this here. I need to get your eye boogers. Wait on. You're getting sleep in your eyes. Hang on, mate. Oh, a bit more there. Hang on. I nearly got it. Wait on. There you go, my boy. Good boys. All sorted, mate. You've got handsome, beautiful eyes, mate. You do. You're much better to look at on camera than me, dog. To be fair. Yeah, I think you'll make us famous, my boy. You're gonna make us. Oh, there's the headbutt. See? There's the headbutt. There's the headbutt if you don't watch for it. Excuse me, I had a shower today, thank you. I don't need your flavouring, extra seasoning. Heidi, enough. You've had enough attention right now. You let your brother have some attention. Gotta let your brother have some attention. You gotta love your big brother. Gotta love your big brother, puppy. He's allowed attention too. Eh? Yeah, it's a decent mistake, eh? I think it's 2.5 kilos, so it's like £5. It's like 2.495 something kilo or something. See, I learned to dodge the head whip. So you know, the moment you see the head something up, it's like yo. Heidi, enough. On your bed. Good girl. Good puppy. Yep. Well, I haven't had any chat for about 15 minutes, so I've got nothing to talk about. I'm just sitting here patting a dog instead. Just sitting here patting a dog. So if anyone wants to say hello or chat and ask what my channel's about or anything, I've been sitting here for about 15 minutes just waiting for some more chat. Positive chat is what I do here, guys. Positive chat. Focus on working on our own lives and just, you know, chasing our dreams, all that kind of thing, and just have a yarn. Have a chat, mate. What's the headbutt, mate? No, hey, I don't need seasoning. I don't need seasoning, dog. I don't need seasoning. You're such a handsome boy, you know that? You've always been a handsome boy since you was a puppy. You're a big handsome boy. Yes, yeah, just whatever, mate. Yeah, that's beautiful. Look at the marbling on that, mate. It's beautiful, mate. Beautiful bit of stuff. Are you alright, puppy? You all happy? Don't try it. No, I don't need extra flavouring. I'm good. I had a shower. I'm good. You happy now? Happy now, dog? You got enough attention? Never enough attention, is it? It's never enough attention, is it, dog? Hey? You're a good boy, mate. You're a good boy. You're a good old fella. Yeah, you are, mate. You're a good boy. Hey, JB, how are you? Oh, we have some saving grace. We haven't had any chat for about 15 minutes. So I've just been sitting here, just pat the dog, and well, I had faith. JB, how are you, man? I caught a fair bit of your stream, bro. I was just sort of in the background. I was doing some stuff around the house, so I was listening on headphones, man. And it was a good chat. It was a good chat. JB's a great channel. Jamie Brown's a great channel to follow as well. He always just has some talks on some deeper topics. He sort of dives into things a fair bit deeper, you know, and his take on, yeah, just all kinds of things. All kinds of things. Yeah, doing all right, JB. I've got a bit sick again, as you can see. My nose already, all my sinuses blocked up and stuff again last night. I thought I was over this flu. I was feeling like pretty good at sort of afternoon yesterday, but today it hasn't panned out well. So that's all right. That's how it goes. How the cookie crumbles. Hey Zod, how are you? Where are you from, Zod? What's going on? Getting into metaphysics, like you start off talking about the quantum physics and stuff, and yeah, it was just tumbling down into that, man. That was cool, bro. That's again, this is it's like the whole putting the you back in YouTube thing, right? It's called YouTube because it's meant to be, you know, you put yourself out and whatever. That was the original concept of YouTube, was, you know, anybody can put out video and create, right? And then YouTube's kind of lost its way in that when you start to have AI content, like there's fitness tutorials now, and I've seen one going around and it's like 10-minute AI videos on push-ups and what muscles it targets. There's also some animated guy called Yellow Man or something. It's the whole thing's made by AI, and it's like, yeah, it's just it's like the argument for art and stuff, right? Like if a you know, at what point is art if you paint it with a brush? Is art, you know, if you can make it on a computer, is it still art? If an AI makes it, is it still art? And it's like, for me, it was always about like creativity, and I think using a tool like AI to create something like that is probably past the line with it a bit, Mike.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Every rabbit hole is deep. Yep, that's it. Yep. Can I pinch your phone due to the lines on the screen? Can I grab your phone because it's so hard to read chat?
Yeah, you know the password of that.
I'll just unlock it. I can't remember. No, my memory is so bad with this flu, man. My brain is mush. My brain is absolute mush. Right, there we go. Right, now I can actually see what I'm reading properly. I've got so many green lines like vertically up my screen. There's like right here, as wide as my finger is. There is, I can't read any of that part of the screen on my own phone because there's just green lines everywhere. So that is still the question in my head at the moment. I need to make a decision on, actually. Do I just go and buy another $500 Note 20 phone, or do I get something a bit fancy for $1,000? Like, I don't want to drop $500 on a phone cash right now, but I also don't want to spend $3,000 on the new S26. But the difference with the S26 is I'll be paying it for like $20 a week. So do I care and just upgrade my phone? My phone's 7 years old, so it's like, at what point, like, it's really hard to justify they want $3,500 for the 1 terabyte version. They want, I think it's like 25 or 2600 for the 512 gig version. And I'm like, this old phone, the Note 20, is like 512 gig, and then it was expandable with a memory card, another 512 gig. So I bought the 512 and it was expandable out, right? I'm pretty sure it was 512 already with a 512 card in it. But yeah, like, it's just, they're making it more and more difficult. Spending $3,500 on a phone is like, oh man, it's a bit strong for me, dude. So I don't know. Do anybody have any thoughts on that? Like, at what point do you guys upgrade your phones? At what point is it justified, right? Because, like, you know, if you buy every version of the iPhone, I think somebody added up and it was like, oh, in the last 8 years, I buy a new phone every year, and or 2 years or whatever, they sell their old iPhone or whatever, and they figured out that they'd still spend like $20,000 or $22,000 in under 10 years. It's like, man, that's probably, for a lot of people, that's a car they really want or something, or you know, a heck of a holiday, 20 grand. It's like, you're going to spend that much just on cell phones, let alone how much time are you losing to cell phones to stuff that, you know, rather than going and doing what you want to do. So it's a really, I just want to dive into that topic, maybe. Art is a skill, yeah. I do try and read the chat off this phone, because my screen is, which hence we're talking about cell phones right now. Get the screen fixed the most cost effective. Oh yeah, for sure. It's just, it definitely is. I've got 3 of these phones. I could get all screens fixed and stuff, but I'm wondering if I upgrade as far as content creation and shit, to do, you know, film more long form content and stuff. But I am thinking with that I might just get like a proper filming camera or something, or a proper digital SLR film camera. It's like, when a cell phone is $3.5 grand, it's like, man, I can get like a really nice Canon digital SLR lenses and stuff for way less than that, and I can produce much higher quality content and stuff, and then just have a cheap cell phone. So it's definitely something I'm considering. Anybody else in here? It says we got 5 people in here. Say hello. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. We're a friendly bunch. We just chat about whatever's going on. We're talking about new cell phones out at the moment, and sort of, where do you justify how much you spend on that? How often do you upgrade? Just a curious question, really. I mean, usually I buy sort of the top shelf phone, and I'll buy one every 5 to 7 years, and that's it kind of thing. But yeah, that you come back to that point, and it's like I end up breaking the screen. Like when I got my Note 20, it was a good 6 months before I dropped it, but I dropped it and broke the screen. It broke the glass and it damaged the screen behind it. And because it was so new, everybody wanted like $900 to repair it, and I'm just like, I can't really justify spending $900 to repair. Like, I just end up. I can't remember. I think I just bought a whole nother one for like a while later or something. I can't remember, to be honest. I just know I never got it fixed. I think that's my first one in the cupboard. I think it was cracked and it had some dead pixels on the screen. I just ran with it for like another 2 years since. It's like you're paying off a $3 grand phone with a broken screen, because I was like, man, I'm not going to drop $750 cash to fix a crack, and I'll probably drop it a month later. So I don't know. Maybe phone insurance is the way to go and stuff. But I mean, with everybody dropping phones left, right, and centre, I don't know how phone insurance would work. I imagine once they've replaced a couple for you, I imagine, I don't see how, like, whenever almost everybody breaks their phone, I don't see how it's really that profitable. Maybe they're like, oh, we're not covering it because you didn't have a case on it. I don't know. Don't they always try to get you somehow? They always try to get you, right? The governments, the phone companies, everyone, they're all out to get us all something apparently. I don't know. Don't worry about it. But what's everybody got going on? What's happening in your worlds? I like stuff to talk about. What else is happening? Does anybody have a question for me about something? Because I can only rant and rave so much from ADHD. I can kind of fill the air a bit, but you're right, dog. You happy, mate? What's going on, good people? Yeah, I'm not sure if the motorbike shop's going to call me today or not. He took down my number yesterday and said, oh, I'm sort of going to look up the tyres. And I was like, oh, well, let me know, because, we'll just get it ordered. But I don't know if he actually ordered them or what. How is the motherland? What motherland is that? Where do you think I am from? Motherland. What the motherland is you'll speak of? Kazakhstan? Dagestan? You think I'm Russian? You think I'm Lithuanian? Where do you think? NZ. The motherland. I haven't heard New Zealand called the motherland before. Alright, I'll take it. I always took the motherland as like Mother Russia. Oh, yeah, going alright, man. Going alright. The flu's going around everywhere. I thought I was a bit pretty over it yesterday, but no, it's been getting me last night. I've got the red nose like Rudolph with my sinuses having problems, but beyond that, I'm good, man. Flying along. I'm just not up to doing, obviously, all the stuff I'd like to get achieved with my health for this week. So it's been a tough one. It's more the frustration, I think, more than anything of just getting a bit behind on stuff. The problem's always coming through the door, so we have to try and keep going. Not much, but just like if I could just get that little bit more, and I'd be a bit happier. I always like to try and progress up. But I also from NZ living in Aussie. I smoke. So, wait, was it you, Scott? I talked about the other day about how you're finding it living over in Aussie, and we were talking about just the pay being better and stuff. Hey, I'm pretty sure that was you, bro. Sorry, my brain has been pretty mush. Usually I'm pretty good at remembering the stuff, which is pretty good for somebody with ADHD. But yeah, I've had a bit of brain fog this week about stuff with the sinuses blocked. My brain has just been a bit mushy, lack of sleep, all that. But that's how it goes. You roll with the punches in life, right? We try just keep on going, keep on keeping on. I think that's the reality of most people on the planet is, are struggling now, right? So that's what we talk about. We just talk about whatever and just try and keep it a bit more positive and try and have some hope and work away at our goals and chase, you got to pursue something that's going to, you're actually going to enjoy. You don't want to spend your whole life in a job you hate or something and whatever, right? So just that little bit by bit to change things up, and you got to be brave, right? You got nothing to lose, right? You got nothing to lose. I think probably the best thing I ever heard in self-improvement has to be, because somebody posted on Instagram a few days ago, they're like, what's the best self-improvement advice you ever heard? And I put a comment on it, and a whole heap of people seemed to think it was good advice. So I was like, okay. And again, it's obviously just advice I've learned. I'm just trying to pass it on. And it was that you might as well chase your dream, because the worst thing that can happen is you're going to end up back where you are. You're going to end up right where you are now, playing it safe. You can go back and, like, say you have a job, you've been working there a few years, it's like, I couldn't get, what if it all goes wrong, whatever. It's like, you'll find another job in that industry probably or something. You're not going to land in a worse position by trying, but you've got everything to gain by taking the risks, right? And so, but for me personally, I take a bit less risk than that. I try and dial it back a bit, and but for everybody, that's their own level, right? Jay, I thought it was Africa. Been a few cans since then. I'm confused myself again now. Oh, been a few cans since then. Oh, yeah, I follow you, mate. Everything in moderation, but yeah, I feel you. But yeah, it has been quiet in here today. Honestly, the last 4 days of streams have been quiet. The last 4 days, the stream sort of went from 400 views up to 1,200 a day, and we were just flowing along 1,200 a day, so churning in 20 subs a day, and we had really good chat. We had like 30 plus people watching at once, and it's just dropped off, So either I'm upsetting the algorithm somehow. There are some people who I know are mass reporting me and stuff as well, so that's a bit of a problem. Just because they just want to be troublesome, right? Which that's what it is. Again, it's beyond my control, really, isn't it? So I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to get mad about it. It's just dumb stuff like, that one guy's coming in every day on a new account going, are you being nice to your dogs? I think you're mean to your dogs. Whereas anybody who watches my channel knows that, my dogs are very, very well lived. Like, he's sitting here, he's having a cuddle. He's quite happy. But it's just what you face on the internet, right? It's just, you just get every dickhead comes out of the woodwork. It's just how it goes, eh? But in saying that, it's still worth being on here, right? That's why I stayed on. Like, the chat went dead for 20 minutes. I'm like, I'll stay on here. Like, the good people, they come and go, and we just hang out and shoot the shit. Yeah, almost over this float. So we're getting there. Moving in the right direction. Just give me 10 seconds, guys. Come with me, and you'll be the world of pure imagination. Oh no, right as Grav's coming, I'm sitting here singing the Willy Wonka theme. Fuck. Oh no. It'll probably be Joe too. What have I done? If that's Joe that's just coming right as I'm singing the Willy Wonka theme, I just need to mentally prepare myself for a moment here. We're going to just hang on. I need to get into character. No, we keep it genuine here. We keep it real. I keep it real. How are you going? How are you going, Grav? How's the fam? How's all going? Let's just talk about how it's just been real quiet in here like the last few days. I know some people have been mass reporting me and stuff just because they have to be dicks, basically. But yeah, it's just gone from 1,200 views a day, and we were getting 30 viewers at a time, and it's just gone down to 300 viewers a day. Same title, same time, all the usual conversation, all that. So it sucks a bit, but it is what it is, right? It's just roll with the punches of life, I was reflecting on that last night and stuff, and it's just like, again, I just come back to, I've survived every battle I've ever faced, right? And as well, like seeing the battle you guys went through, Grav and Co. Just shows how strong and resilient human beings are, and you guys are a great example of that, right? All of you there, and then there's people like Dennis and stuff, right, who are great examples of strength and resilience, right? and perseverance in the face of any kind of adversity, right? That's an algorithm thing, bro. Oh, yep. Yep. It's up and down, eh? Yep. It's good as well because I also reflect on it's great to have like these close conversations, whereas you start to look at channels. Well, like Duhard's channel got to the point where it was like 1,700 people viewing at once, and the chat's just like, right? I don't ever want to get to that point where I can't actually talk with my chat. And saying that, there's the other side of it. Like, obviously, I'm too far away from that. But like, Tony Robbins did a YouTube live recently, right? And he just talked. He didn't even read the chat. He was just sitting there. It was like it was pre-recorded. It probably was, right? But Tony Robbins came on and he basically just sat there in front of the camera and gave a speech for like a couple of hours, whatever. He had like 70,000 people watching him consecutively or something. It went up into just crazy. I can't remember what it went up to, so I don't want to misquote it, but it went up to absolutely the most mental numbers I've ever seen on YouTube live on any stream anywhere. So that was interesting. But I mean, that guy spent, Tony Robbins was like, I was a kid, and I'd see him on the infomercials, selling his book back then, right? So yeah, I'm happy to toss. Yeah, I just chill, talk about whatever. So it's low stress in here. It's more of a, we're kind of have some more calm. I do enjoy being outside for these streams more, but my phone battery, I had it at 100%, but then I got up and then I watched everyone's streams, I watched a bit of YouTube and stuff, and I didn't charge the phone, and I'm like, oh, I need to go live. So try and wake up my brain a bit there. Hey, puppy, you alright, my boy? He's just blobbing, ain't you? You quite happy? You can sleep, mate. I want to sleep. I hope you sleep. Okay, mate. Okay, calm down. You can have a sleep. You can have a nap, mate. It's alright. You can nap. I got it. It's okay. You can nap, my boy. That'll keep him. He's almost out. He's a sweet old boy. And he's getting on though. Getting on in the years. He's about 9 now, so starting to move a bit slower in that, right? That's all right. I'll look after him. He looked after me, this dog, in some hard times. He was there when I had no one. The dog was the only thing I had left for a while. So I owe a lot to this dog. So now we'll make sure he's well looked after. Make sure the old boy's well looked after. How's life over? If you're still in here, Scott, how's life over in old Australia today, mate? How are we going over there? Sunny? Nice and sunny. That's what Australia's known for, ain't it? Sunny. I definitely need to travel to Aussie in the next few years or something. But I want to do. We decided we were going to do New Zealand first, so we bought the overlanding truck. We probably would have already done a trip or two in it, but it's been, the gearbox is broken in it. So it's a situation there. It's just the to-do list got longer, and my new truck just got pushed down the list of like it's not a priority. Like my partner's truck broke, so that needed a clutch done. By the time we could finally sort that, put it on a friend's hoist, and then the friend's hoist broke when it was up in the air, right? And then it was stuck there over all of New Year's and everything because the hoist tech wasn't available. Then the hoist tech came and looked at it and was like, I can't fix it unless you can find the part, and the part was discontinued. We scoured the planet for like 3 weeks for the part. Nobody had it, and then we just had to literally get blocks and jacks and lower the whole 4-post car lift down to get the car off it. So I mean, it sounds easy. Rip a gearbox out of a car, throw a clutch in, rip it out. But it ends up being a 4-month saga just to change a clutch because of problems. So it's all right. Everything's coming back on track, just bit by bit. I've got that project car running again. Project car, it's back, built, engine's built, put in it. Running, driving. That was a thing of turmoil for 3 years of my life. So between everything else we got there. So that's a really good marker of progress for me, So it's all about creating like little markers for yourself and stuff right along the way, and just keeping on going. And yeah, that's what it is. My channel, nice and like, yeah, mate, we just keep it chill. Just keep it chill. Depends what I'm doing, right? Like, even the workouts and stuff. But yeah, I try not to do like too high in energy. You know, I have a sense of humor and laugh, and sometimes I get amped up and that. But yeah, I'm liking just mostly just sort of keeping it chill and just yeah. What's the point of living in the country if I'm going to be the one to make it noisy? So we'll just blob a bit. I wonder how much charge I got. I want to go sit outside for a bit. So I can't really at the moment. 16%. You've given up with the algorithm. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I was surprised by that, Grav. Like for the show you do, and then the subs you have, I would have thought that it would feed you like a lot more people, but you end up like they end up seeming to feed you people at the same rate and stuff as people with 100 subs. So I don't know. As I say, as everybody's on YouTube says, the algorithm gods, right? That's how it is. Is what it is. You mate. We got anybody new here? Anybody want to say hello? Anybody want to talk about anything? Let's talk about a bit of everything. I'm not really like locked in on the I mean I could lock in and like as I say, like I can lock in and I can just keep talking about, trying to get bit by bit done each day and going through struggle and consistency and my journey and stuff, but it's kinda I don't want to keep just repeating answers just to like spell out the channel, right? I don't want to be the answer to a question nobody asked, so just hang out and talk about whatever. Oh, it's damn flu, man. The main thing that pissed me off about the flu is just the lost progress. Because I was flowing along and, it's like, I've had to, what I'm struggling with the most is dropping the frustration when I achieve something and it always feels stolen from me, right? Like, there's always something intervenes. Like, I'll push through something that was really difficult for me to get that car running again and stuff. It was like a mental block thing, right? I got the car running, I had a bit of a misfire, and I'm like, cool, and I'm still like real happy and chill about it. And I'm trying to run the car. The first remotely, it's not really loud, but it was louder than my usual cars. And it's the first time I've run something that loud in like 3 years, apart from starting up a motorbike to leave on it, right? And I ran it for 2 or 3 minutes, and then I'd, try and diagnose the problem and then try and fix the problem. And I was just working my way through all the systems on the car. So the car only probably ran for 30 minutes total across a 4-hour period. But the neighbour was ringing up, complaining, oh, you're making too much noise, can you shut that off? It's like, mate, I build cars here. Like, this is like, I've just built a garage and I've got like 18 cars here. If you think there's not going to be the odd car started up and, oh, you were revving it. It's like, yeah, it had a misfire and stuff in it. Like, this is what working on cars is. Like, you better get used to it, mate. Like, I tried to be polite about it, but I was like, dude, like, what are you talking about? Like, we live out in the country in the middle of nowhere. If I can't start up a car when we're out in the farmland, Best way we used to live stream was with only chat banter. It was great. At the moment we went fitness, our views drop. Yeah, I've noticed that as well. I never set out to be a fitness channel directly, right? My channel was to just sort of talk about my past a bit if needed. But obviously I don't live there. But it was about improving my fitness, improving my path, and not being better than anybody. I am just an average Joe, and I get stuff from trolls and whatever, and they're like, oh, you think you're a fitness guy? It's like, no, I don't even do, like, the workouts I do don't, like, yes, there are physical benefits in that, and I do like that for my health and stuff, but the main benefit is for my mental health, with ADHD and the overthinking, and otherwise I get, like, that, like, I can get, like, I just set off really easily, and just get really aggro about stuff, but yeah, that's where I'm still having the problem is, like, I get a car running. I've been through 3 years of hell, right? I've started out with a bare piece of land. I've lived in a caravan for 3 years. I've built a garage and everything, and I've finally sort of got my workshop back up and running. I get the first car built and running, and the first thing I get when I run a car in 3 years after going through all of this. I was like, man, I was having a real good day. I'm like, I got the car running. I'm really proud of myself. And then the neighbour's like, oh, you were revving a car a bit and it was running and, oh, you need to shut it off. It's like, mate, I'm going to be building cars flat shit for the next 5 years. Like, you better buy, so pop some earplugs in her letterbox or something, you know. If somebody can't handle a car running for fucking an hour once in 3 years, well, and a few revs here or there, then shut it off and turn back on, diagnosing a problem with a car, it's just ridiculous. You know, you move out to the country to the middle of nowhere where there's tractors running around and stuff, right? But me running a car is too much, right? Kiwi, hello again from Whangarei, says Kiwi, have you shaken off the flu? I hope so. No, I thought I had. I thought I shook off the flu yesterday, but as you can see, my nose is red like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. It glows. Yeah, I just started coughing again last night, and sinuses hurting and stuff. It hasn't been as bad as the worst of it, but yeah, I thought I was pretty clear of it. And as you can see, I'm having a heck of a time. So that sucks. But I will try and get some work done today, but it's just yeah, I won't do it on stream with like working in the garage stuff, moving the tripod around, walking around more. I'll probably just days like this when I feel off like this, like I'll feel guilty if I get another day if I don't get anything done, kind of thing. So as long as I sort of head down the garage, sweep up the garage, you know, sweep off the deck, you know, and just kind of make sure all the tools are put away ready for the next time I work on things and stuff, and just sort of have that flow set up, I think I'm all right. Ordering the tyres for the motorbike finally after 3 months of fixing cars and having other priorities and that to get my motorbike back on the road. Just a flat tyre, right? I've missed the whole summer. It's taken 3 months to sort, but it wasn't a priority. I had to make that sacrifice. Just like living in the caravan, to be able to build a garage, build a cabin, and then move to that. The cabin should be done, you know. I'd say the cabin will be finished within 2 months because I have to. It has to be done before winter sets in and stuff. And the reality is in New Zealand, honestly, the worst storms and everything and all this, they're winter and there's summer. It was spring when I got the most work done on the cabin and actually got the cabin built up to where it is. And then it was summer where it's had all these rainstorms and it was wet and like, soggy and like you can't get a digger in and like it's just New Zealand weather, man. It is what, you know, kicks your ass at the worst possible moment. How you going, puppy? Good, mate. Big boy, big fella. You can relate, Grav. I'm sure you can relate, Grav, with yep, you know, and that's where you inspire me, Grav, with stuff like that, bro. Like I think of you guys and what you guys push through, and that drives me, bro. So like, you know, what you're doing does help people, bro. Definitely. I'm not very good at expressing that, but there is a lot of gratitude there, bro. It's, you know, it's not something I can word, but it's in my heart, it's in my soul, bro. So I appreciate you, bro. Big shout out to Grav, and I always shout you out, bro. So, you know, it takes a lot of resilience, bro. It takes a lot of resilience, and you guys hammered through it, and like you guys were in a hospital, you know, with your son in an incubator and all the stress and lack of sleep and everything. Your eyes were like this, right? So the least I can do, right, is come on here. If I'm trying to recover a bit and take some time, I can come on here with a stuffy nose and go, oh well, yeah, we can still have a chat. And but geez, I swear my nose is getting redder the longer I'm on here. It's good. It's good. I'm Rudolph today. Because I didn't have a burnt nose or something yesterday. That's all redded up overnight. That's crazy, eh? I look like a reindeer on the camera. But yeah, I'll definitely get some work done today at something, bro. Otherwise, I'll go nuts. That's the main thing that makes me like frustrated and like, is like if I sit still too long. It's not that I sat still. It's that I feel guilty because I know what I could have achieved in that time frame, and it's like I've got plans coming up. I'm like, okay, I'm on a good path. I'm failing here or there. I could do more. I could always do more. Like I need to start working harder, and I'm building it up. And then things just derail, and it's like now is the bit where it's so crucial to catch myself, which is why I'm really talking about this stuff, right? I'm going to work through that because this is exactly when I need to. My brain will go down the rabbit hole into depression, and I'll fall off because I've had 4 or 5 days off. It's just all, you know, like most of the weight I bulked on, I was eating a lot of pasta and stuff, drinking a lot of milk to get some bulk on me to convert over, and I have the flu, and I've just dropped like freaking 3 kilo again, you know, so. And I'm starting to get food in now, but I mean, it'll be fine, like, come through it, but I'd say honestly, before I'm 100%, it'll be another week or two. It's just going to go up and down. This is when I get sick, man. I haven't been sick for 3 years, so now this is it's just brutalizing me. But it's all right. Just keep on trucking as I can, right? But I have to listen to my body. The ego in me, and all that wants to keep going, and the man flu is like, you're gonna sit down, boy. I'm like, all right. Got my lovely darling here. Seeing as Grav's probably still here. There you go. This is my lovely darling. She's making some steak. She's tending to my needs. I love you, darling. I love you, darling. You take very good care of me. This girl is a saint. She puts up with my bullshit. She puts up with my bullshit, this girl, so she's an absolute saint. And Grav's got his own one in Joe, you know, these women that keep us, know to say the right thing at the right time when it's just, oh, it's just all too much, and it's just, you're like, you're working out and stuff. Like, she reminds me of my own resume, right? She reminds me of my own words, like, that I sound here when I'm just like, oh, dude, I'm just, and she's like, yeah, but, da-da-da. And I'm like, man, maybe you need to start watching my lives. You're using my own I can't deny my own logic. Shit. So she's a really good mirror for that. She's a really good mirror for that. Things I never thought would happen. It wasn't on my 2025 bingo card. Well, late 2024 then, no? It was like this November 2024, yeah, something like that. After 20 years of struggles and this and that. But I wasn't ready. I honestly, I could have never made this relationship work and had a partnership like this if I hadn't gone through every other experience I've ever had in my life with relationships and stuff and people, and it all shaped me, right? It all affected me, right? So there's always the path on the journey may just seem like nothing but sharp rocks and cliffs and with sharp rocks at the bottom, and it's a slippery, narrow path, but you meander along it, and you lick off your wounds and you move forward, and everything in life comes together like that. Same with working on cars and stuff. You snap off a rusty bolt, it's like, bugger, but it's not like, snapped off a rusty bolt, you can't lose your shit. Like, you still got to fix it. You just move on into it, right? That's what I do when I'm feeling the laziest I get. What I think of is I go, I'm the only person around here who can do this job, like, she doesn't work on cars and stuff. She has her value and her energy is in her feminine and that, right? And she's able to, right? I don't buy that. I don't mean she's a housewife who cooks and cleans. I mean, she's able to bring something else to the table, but it's my job to protect and provide and stuff, right? I'm the one who has to build the cabin and stuff. It's not something she has experience in. It's not stuff she's kind of done. She loves to learn and be around me doing it, but, she can't go and do it on her own, right? She's always happy to help, but she can't do it on her own. And often I don't want to drag her into it because, she deserves a downtime and stuff too. But the reality is what will get me up with cars and work on stuff and fixing things. It's like, only I can fix this. So by me not doing it now, all I'm doing is moving into my future. All I'm doing is picking it up and putting it into tomorrow, and then putting it in tomorrow and putting it in tomorrow. And there's always fresh problems coming in the door. And it's exactly that kind of backlogging that got me into this situation. So as I'm working my way out of that situation, sometimes there'll be little hiccups and things, and I won't always get it right, but just keeping that presence of mind, I think, is very beneficial to people, right? And understanding you are human, you will fail along your path, you will fail along your journey, you'll get sick and whatever, and you're gonna have thoughts in your head that are gonna beat you up. Your brain is gonna talk to you worse than anybody else ever can, and that's all right. You don't have to keep feeding into it. You don't have to believe those words, right? So then we got to push to get to the light at the end. Yep, that's it, man. There's no I mean, even Dora the Explorer taught this, right? As we have to go through the scary forest and over the bridge and around the to get to you got to go through the journey to get to the goal, right? There's every movie's like that, right? There's a hero, there's villains, and there's some kind of obstacle to confront. There's something to overcome that the hero is going on his journey to overcome. The villain. That's every story. That's all through religion, through time. It's older than religion, right? That it's a narrative. It's a story. Guy Ritchie talked about that on the Joe Rogan podcast. That is a great clip to look up. I'll just type it out here, actually. if you search on YouTube, it's the best clip I ever found on the internet. When I was in my worst state, this is the video, and I didn't care what anybody thought. I played this video every day for over 100 days to set myself right in the morning, rather than scrolling whatever, and to keep myself on track. And I was locked into carnivore diet and all the stuff I was doing, right? The way I stayed locked in was this one video. It's about 10 minutes long, right? So if you find this, if you go look this up, just screenshot it, and if any of you guys want to look at this later, just go give it a peruse. So if you search JRE Master of Your Own Kingdom, and it's with I'll just type it. You'll see it. It's about a 10-minute video. No, not Joe Rogan, not Rogan. But yeah, I love Guy Ritchie. So Guy Ritchie did the films. He did Snatch, Lock, Stock, Rock and Roller, and more recently he did The Gentleman. So he did the TV show and the movie of The Gentleman, which I think a lot of people have seen recently. So if you want to know the stuff that guy operates on, and how his worldview is, and how he tells those stories in those movies and shows, and the kind of narrative he's trying to present, if you look at JRE Master of Your Own Kingdom there, just screenshot it and just type it in later or whatever, or abandon me and yeah, whatever, it's fine. Just give me a like, give me a sub, fine, you'll be back. They always come back now. But yeah, that clip was the most helpful thing I ever encountered. I ever came across. That was the one pivotal thing of hundreds, thousands of hours of content. Keeping that in mind every day. Every day I had a hard day, I played that video, JRE Master of Your Own Kingdom, and that gave me what I needed. And it's not like a rah rah rah, discipline, Goggins run thing. It's just remembering what direction you're going is what that clip's about. Once you watch, you'll understand, exactly what he's conveying there. Yeah, you can ask a question about Carbo. You go for it, man. You go for it. Coach Pain Motivation, he's amazing. Okay, I'll screen cap that. Let me clip that. Let me grab that. Let me nab that. I don't know. Jolly good. Hi. You look worried, dog. You look worried, mate. Is he snoring too loud right by the mic? I just realised the dog's been like snoring into the mic. This will be funny. Hang on, let me see. Snoring into the mic. This will be funny. Hang on, let me see. Yep. So we got dog snore ASMR right by the camera there for you guys. It's a special treat today, free of charge, like everything on this channel. Free of charge, not monetized, just a random New Zealander having a yarn. The council just reset our road unnecessarily, of course. Yeah, but they left the pothole this big, a mile up the road, right? Have you noticed when they tear up the roadworks, right? They stop right, like there's a hump in the road that's been there 20 years and always unsettles cars, and every local knows about it. And for some reason, they tear up a strip of road that looks fine. They stop like 10 feet short of like the bit they should be fixing. I think there's a chip inside the wheel. Horrid screeching noise. Oh, yeah. There's so you've got a stone stuck between the. Most likely, it's either going to be, it could be in the brake pads, but it's more likely stuck between the rotor and the backing plate behind the brakes. So what you can do is if you sort of get under the car and you see the metal backing plates that sort of shield the brake rotor, you don't have to bend them, but just flex them a bit. Like you can maybe bend them back in middle or something will be all right, right? But if you can just do that, you might get a stone come out. The other thing you can do is go backwards and hit the brakes, go in reverse and hit the brakes, and any stone that, as long as it's not too deeply embedded, you can back up and or even before you do the brake plate sort of shake around, yeah, just try and reverse and just touch the brakes a couple of times. Just give them a couple of jabs, and a stone might then go out and get flipped back out. But yeah, it'll just be a little stone stuck in there. You know, fresh sealed road with a bit of tar on it. It's probably stuck itself to something. So that would be my advice, my friend. That's my mechanic advice on that one. Slap it in reverse, tap the brakes a few times. If that doesn't work, give the brake behind the brake, just the shields under the car, a bit of a shake around, and bit of a tap, whack on them with a screwdriver even. But with the tar, it might not work too well. If it continues after that, take the wheel off, and you'll just have to end up taking the brake caliper off and take the brake pads off. Usually, you don't have to take the whole brake caliper off. Again, anything like this on a car, if you have a basic set of tools, you have a socket set, some screwdrivers and some pliers, you can do most stuff on a car, right? There's a YouTube video for everything. Everybody's trade is on YouTube, right? So somebody will have done a video for your car exactly. Here's how to do brake pads on it yourself, right? So you can watch that video and it's going to show you. And it's just like, usually you don't pull everything. You're not pulling brake lines off, having to bleed brakes. It's just pull one end of the caliper off and slap it back on. Yeah. Just let me know, bro. Let me know after that if it's got more problems and whatever, and we can I can show you on a car like what the backing plate looks like, whatever. It's no worries at all, mate. I'm here to help. Free mechanical advice. Maybe that's what I should do on live. Should I be a live free mechanic, and I'll tag it all for car mechanic, right? So whenever somebody's car's broken down, right, I can sit on another phone and just watch the YouTube video and be like, oh yeah, man, you tighten it, you do it this way. $10 per bit of car advice, guys. That's what we'll do if we're grifters, right? I'll just, people can come ask car questions all day long. Donate for advice. I can be a grifter instead, eh? No. This is the problem. I couldn't sleep at night. I can't do it, man. I can't sell out. I thought that recently there was somebody I subscribed to and supported a lot, and member of their channel and gave a fair bit of donations and stuff. And they were like a fitness person, and then they got injured, and the whole dynamic changed, and like they had made it clear to me very early on with their channel that they were going to stay on track and stay that mission, and they sort of went against everything they ever said they'd stand for. And I just was like, I called him out. I was nice. I'm like, dude, this is becoming like pretty brain rotty, dude. Because he got an injury, right? And that's fine, all, but yeah, and I know he wanted to keep streaming, but when it came down to like, I think he could have been, it just became really silly in that. So unfortunately, I had to step away from that one, unfortunately. But and it just reminded me, I've got to stay true to who I am. And like when I'm sick like this, I'm not going to sit on here and act like a clown or anything. I'm going to stick by what I said was the mission for my channel and what I'm on here to do, right? Because that's what I'm here for, and that's a good use of my time, right? But yeah, pretty much, around the time he got that injury and stuff, he got monetized in that, and he started leaning into everybody donate. I need money. Putting up targets for money all the time. It was just all about money, and I'm just like, it's everything you said you were against. So that saddened me a lot. That saddened me. I think he'll find his way in time though. That person. I'm not gonna insult anybody directly, but it was just an example of sometimes things just don't work out. That's how it goes, man. It's life. He didn't choose to get his injury either. I won't even say how he got the injury. I don't want to be specific, right? But it wasn't his choice. It was an incident happened. It wasn't his fault or anything. But I just feel like personally, I felt like he did everything he swore he would never do. To get easy clicks and get easy money and draw money out of YouTube that way. So yeah, it was just sad to see. But as I've said to you, right, I think he'll find his way in time. I think he needs to come full circle on that, and that's his journey. I'm not going to hate on the guy. I'm not going to name and shame or something. I don't have a problem with him. I'm just not going to continue to support him and his content. I'll check in from time to time, and I think he will find his way, and when he holds that path, I'll throw him some support again. But I'm definitely, it's breached my trust of what he portrayed his channel was going to be. So. Lovely weather today after a chilly morning. Yeah, a bit of a chilly morning. Oh, my sleep was wrecked, man. Like one neighbour, I couldn't sleep at all until about 2:30. 3 a.m. the neighbour was out there driving up and down looking for his dogs and calling out for them, and every dog within a 1 mile radius is going off, and mine are trying to go off. I couldn't fall asleep after that till maybe 4:30 a.m. And then 6 a.m. one of the other neighbours with a straight pipe, loud, like V8 car, who leaves for work. His business is a business that you start at 5, 6 in the morning, right? And he's up the road like 6 in the morning. I'm just like, bro, and I'm just like trying to recover from this film stuff. I'm just like, dude, I tell you what, I'm not gonna bullshit. I'll always be real and genuine here. This channel is all about me being real and genuine and not putting on a character or an act or anything, right? My first instinct when that woke me up after that night and that, I want to grab a brick and right, but that's not gonna do me any good. I'm just gonna be up for a windscreen and a charge, right? So this is why I have to regulate my behavior and I work out to get rid of that anger and stuff, right? And get that focus and get that dopamine I need, and you know. But yes, I will definitely be aiming to get some more sleep and recover from the last bit of this flu. Sounds like Dog Central. Oh, the country, bro. Everybody has a dog out here, man. Everybody has at least, I'd say everybody probably has 2. Most people I know around here, most people have 2. Yep. Because people, you know, they have stock and stuff and all that. But yeah, most people out here have 2 dogs. So, yep. Yes, this particular individual who was looking for his dogs at 3 a.m. has had. I don't bother dealing with it. It's just I just keep, again, it's like politics, right? I keep myself as far away from any of that crap as possible. But all the other neighbours have complained, caught up animal control and all kinds of stuff. The guy has like 6 dogs, doesn't take care of them, and they're wanting to take his animals off him and all sorts going on. But I'm just like, not my circus, not my monkeys, guys. It's not my problem, right? I don't need to get involved with that. And you know, it's only right by here. Okay, it's waking me up, whatever. But I'm just not going to get involved with it because I've got my own things to focus on. Right? Again, it's just another distraction. So try and reduce them. Hit that like if you haven't. You guys do help me out with the likes if you're new here. If you're enjoying the thing, you can double tap the screen. And there's a sub button as well. Yeah, I'm on most days. I've been doing like every day at the moment. Especially while I was sick, because I was like, well, yeah. But as I say, like, yeah, it was a sad situation with that other streamer that I want to support to see him go that way, and I'm very, you know, I just wanted to make it clear that, you know, it's not something I'm ever willing to do on here. Like, if I stream for the next 20 years, I'm just going to be me. I'm not gonna sell out the moment I get monetized or something. I don't even know if I'll ever turn monetization on this channel. I don't even know if I'll ever put on super chats or members. I'm not sure what position to take there. To be honest, I always saw it as long form videos would pay me, which means YouTube is paying me for watch time, not people are paying me directly out of their pocket, right? So it's like 1,000 views is $15 or something, and whatever. I mean, it'll be a bit of something, right? But I want to be able to make videos that are worth watching people and worth people's time and help them and stuff, right? And then YouTube can pay me rather than you guys, right? That seemed like a better strategy. It's a bold strategy, Colton. Let's see if it pays off for him. Classic line from the movie Dodgeball right there. I'm going to let the dog out for a minute. Oh, wait on dog. Mate, what you got there, mate? You've been making the steak, mate. If I take too long, it'll be a big mistake. We've got the Iggies. Oh. I'm spoiled, aren't I? Do you spoil me, love? I feel spoiled. I tell you what, man. From my position 3 years ago, this is why, like, when a troll gives me shit, like, oh, you live in a caravan. It's like, mate, I'm sitting here. Eggs. One of them. I like that one. I like that one too. I like that one. You know. I step out here and it's like, you know, oh no, I've got all this dirt, and yeah, that does bug me a bit. It does bug me and make me a bit sad. Like, I'm not making enough progress, and maybe that's what they see when they see this. They're like, oh, it's not finished yet, and like, that's the worst I've ever talked to myself in my head, right? And I guess they talk to themselves the same, but then it's like, it's not finished. I'm not done. It's like, yeah, but like, look how far I've come, bro. And like, it takes this stupid. I've built the garage. I got my dream truck sitting there that I wanted for 20 years, right? There it is. I got my dream bike in the garage. I got my garage I always wanted for my entire childhood and shit, right? I got my cabin I'm building. I got my dream dog. Like, I got my dream girl. It's all coming together, right? And it's just that day by day work, that persistence, that That never give up mentality. You know, it's not that hard. You just have to build it up. I'm not. I know it's not for everybody. I know some people are like, oh, it's a rinky dink life, whatever. I love it, man. Couldn't be happier. Couldn't be happier. I could be maybe a bit happier if things, everything was fixed and running and whatever. But I'm sure, I'll take on new projects. I've always got to have a challenge, right? So it's never going to stop. The challenge is never going to stop till the day I leave this earth. So then it's the worms problem. Just one man on the job. Yep, yeah. It's just me piecing it. Yeah, I don't know how to build a cabin, man. I've figured it out. I've got it. So it's like it's built out of just random materials and used pieces. Like the big steel framing came from Vector Arena Stadium in Auckland. So it was the leftover construction beams from a stadium. So that's the main framing of it. Like all the small steel stuff, it doesn't take any load. It's like it's not, these aren't load bearing walls. So the only purpose of these walls is to hold the cladding, and put doors into, right? And I've still got a wood frame. I'm still wood framing the doors, but all the strength and the structure is in these beams here and the crossovers up the top. All the ply here, like all the ply is just sort of more to keep it sort of a bit more weatherproof for the gym and stuff, because I want a clear room in the garage. So like all this stuff it won't stay long till I'm going to do some different stuff, but there's like one bit of outside cladding mocked up on there, and got all the roof. Like, did it all. Like I put this whole roof on single-handedly. So there's the main beams there. It was from a stadium, so it ain't falling down. I've built this thing. I've built it to be future-proof. That I'm building everything like we had Cyclone Gabrielle come through, right? And that was here. We got 150 km/h wind, and it's like, and they're like, oh, it's one of the worst category of storms to hit New Zealand, and all these people are losing roofs and this and that. And I was in the middle of building the garage, and it wasn't anchored down, it wasn't finished yet, and the caravan was inside the garage. Now, the garage I knew the storm was coming, so I got all the roof on and I got sidewalls on, but I didn't have doors yet. And I was like, oh, it's all right. The wind always comes up through that way. It's not going to, we've got a big hill over the other side. It's not going to do that, right? Well, lo and behold, 3 in the morning and 150 km/h winds, Dum Dum here stepped out of his caravan because things were banging around. And I'd literally tie stropped the garage down to the caravan, sort of just one strap to the back of the garage that way, but it had a bit of slack in that one, just as an extra backup, but I didn't want to take the caravan with it. But I was like, oh, it won't go anywhere, whatever. So I strapped like 3 strops to a Hilux ute, like a flat deck Hilux I have. And I parked it in the front of the garage to partly block the doorway, and I strapped the garage to it with multiple tie strops, right? I come out 3 in the morning hearing all these noises, and right as I come out there with a torch, I see the back of my old ute is off the ground about a foot, and the entire garage is like the front of it is about 4 feet off the ground, 5 feet off the ground, and the entire thing started hopping and shuffling backwards, so the whole garage moved overhead over me. By the time it was done, my garage was 2 meters further back. So my garage ended up about 6 feet further back and 3 feet over to the side, and everything was crooked and bent, and yep, the worst cyclone in New Zealand's history. Like, life fell apart, had rented buildings and shit, had like 18 cars, nowhere to go for them, needed to leave the building, was running out of money. So yeah, built the garage, and right in the middle of trying to build out that garage and solve that problem, the worst cyclone hits and nearly destroys it all. So yeah, put simply, that is why this thing is built with framing from a stadium. Like, it ain't going nowhere. Even the gate posts and stuff, my gate posts are over 2 meters my gate posts are over 6 feet into the ground. Everything is, all the fence posts are double the size that they should be, for just oh, that's good enough, I'm like, no, mate, I'm building my fencing to be able to take 250 km/h wind, to act as a barrier for my property, not 0.5. I'm building everything to take 250 km/h gusts over 200 km/h sustained winds, because if they keep saying the storms are getting worse and worse on the planet and more frequent, it's like, well, why am I just going to slap anything together? I'm going to future-proof it, right? I'm trying to future-proof everything I can and anything I plan or try and progress. So, but you just do what you can do, right? You work with what you got. Yeah, survivors. Yeah. Been painting the inside of our house. Well, the second year almost just, oh, mate, it'll be so rewarding when it's done, mate. So rewarding. And even in the process, right? You're enjoying the process. That's something I struggled with for a long time, was just enjoying the process. I like lose interest in things. I'm like, oh, I just don't know. But, you know, if I just make a little bit of progress at it, like, that's what I found with things, even if I leave something for like a year or two, right, and I just really don't want to work on it, I can sort of come back to it as long as I clean up the space around it, you know, and I clean the thing up a bit and I sort of re-familiarise myself with it, maybe an hour the first day and then an hour the next day, or even half an hour the next day of tinkering on it, oh yeah, whatever. Then it's sort of in the days after that I'll really start to push at that project and really, you know, then you start to see more rapid progress, right? Yes, my dear. Wait on. All right. Got it? All happy now? Happy puppy? Use your mouth. Hey, don't dig. Use your mouth. Good girl. Very good. Here. Closer. Closer. No. Give it here. Chuck it here. Wait. Leave it. I see what you're thinking. Sits. 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 Yeah. Oh, don't crack your tooth on it. Good thing there's a bit of clay, eh? You nutter. Crazy dog. I'll need it closer than that, mate. I will need it closer than that, my friend. No, leave it there. Sit. Back it up. Back up. Sit. Good. Plutz. Plutz. Come on, Plutz. No. I want you to lie down for me. You just want me to throw it. I think that's what you've got in your head. Alright, we're not quite there, are we? I'm getting sleepy. Very, very sleepy. Very sleepy. Good girl. Happy puppy. Oh. You right there, puppy? Oh, is that for me? Oh, so kind of you. Thank you, puppy. Oh. You good? One sec, guys. Yeah, I know. Unfortunately, yes, she is very far from sleepy. Now we'll have some cicada ASMR in that, right? Are you going to bring me that, or you just want me to look at it, mate? Yeah, all the fencing here is just temporary, just was to keep the puppy in, to be honest. Yeah. Actually, I might just sit. Hang on, I'm just going to sit over here. But you're going to have to bring that closer to me, dog. Dog. Bring it here. Bring it here and I'll throw it. Oh, no, I need it closer than that. Over here. Chuck it here. No, chuck it here. Chuck it this way. Throw it this way. No, stop chewing it up. Bring it. I can't grab it from there. Come on, Doodle. Good girl. There we go. Right. Oh, Malinois person. You see that? How does it reconnect? She does like a woman. That was a beautiful dog. She wants to play. Yeah, of course. Yeah. After an hour of play this morning, we now need another hour of play every hour. This is it. Leave it. Back up. Leave it. Back up. Back up. Right on. Back up. Off the deck. Off the deck. Off the deck. Back up. Off the deck. Away. Away. No, back up. I want you to go over there. Oh, you're literally drooling for it. You're nuts. You're crazy. Here you go. Look, here's your bit of clay. Go on. Oh, didn't get it in the air. Didn't pull off a fancy one that time, dog. Hey, mate. You gonna bring it here now? No, we've broken it. Are you done messing up my deck? Mate. What you doing, mate? Look what you do. I built a beautiful new deck outside my cabin. It's alright. Kids will be kids, right? Kids will be kids. Hey. Hey, Noodle. Yep. You gonna bring me something? Bring me a gift. Bring me one. Which one? Which piece? That one? Okay, leave it. Leave it. Leave it there. Wait on. Good girl. Yes. Oh. It seems an awful lot more like a pack. No, that is a piece of clay. I was going to say, is that a piece of gravel for a moment? Yeah, good chat. Oh, yeah, all good, man. Yeah, just if you don't get anywhere with the car, just drop a comment somewhere, bro, and let me know. I'll happily talk to you about. Look at my shorts and drop it in the comment of the shorts. I mean, we can go back and forth 20 times if you need be. I don't mind. It's all good. I appreciate you coming by, guys, as always. Yeah, anyone who stops in, it's good to have a chat. You gonna find something a bit bigger for me to throw there, dog, or nah? Puppy? Oh, now you... Oh, the yucky. Oh, nice. Go have a drink. Go some water. Water? Come on. Hey, go inside. Go have a drink. No, go have a drink, you noodle. Water. Go on. You're such a noodle sometimes, you know that. Come on, inside. Water. Go have a drink. You know better. Come on. Heidi, drink. Wait, I'll bring it. You're just like that guy's melon alarm light. Just have some water. Hey. Some water. Got it. It's like after 3 years, like you don't know what water is. Like are you just being stubborn? What are you trying to pull, man? Oh. What are you trying to pull or push in that case? Knock everything over. Hey, you know, somebody's got to pay. Who's going to pay for that? Whoa! Whoa! Here we go. Hey, out of here. Off the deck. Hey, out of here. Heidi! Stop bullying your brother. Leave him alone. He's just coming out for a sniff around. He's just chilling. Your brother's just chilling. You don't have to bully him. So mean, puppy. Well, do you want to bring me something? Hey, off here. No, we're not doing that on here. Careful. Wait. Sure, see you soon enough, Kiwi. If you come by, bro. No, get out of that. No, we're not. All the things I've scraped off the muscles a little bit. No. Yeah, big doofy. Big doofy Z boy. No, Zed. Leave that, bud. Good boy. I'm going to have to dustpan and brush up all the stuff that I've scraped off those muscles, or the dog's going to come here, but that's why I sat right where it is and keep them away from it. What are you doing, dog? Dog? You got something for me yet? No, don't dig. Don't dig. Heidi, use your mouth. Pick it up with your mouth, dog. Here you go. Chaos. You know, Susie, I swear it's the case that there aren't trolls. This makes everything quieter. I think the trolls are dropping a comment here or there. Maybe it pushes up. It's such a hard thing to deal with as to how much it would allow. Like, because it all just disturbs the chat. I don't know. I'd kind of grit it out and not care about the numbers and just make it an enjoyable stream, right? I think people would enjoy that more, I guess. Seems to be working. Yeah, if it ain't broken, don't fix it. We seem to be just chugging along right. We've got a good audience. It comes and goes. People are doing whatever they're doing. I think I'm going to get off here in a minute, guys. Maybe have something to eat. You want your phone back, mate? I'll just, may as well for the moment. May as well. I'm going to go inside for a second, chow down some of that food. And then I'll probably get off here soon. We'll see how we go. Like, if chat picks up, I'll keep on going for a bit for you to chat. It's been pretty quiet here today, but that's all right. That's how it goes. Oh, look like I've been hit by a truck from this flu, man. Usually I get all these comments, people saying I'm handsome. Now I just look like an ogre. Ogres don't have layers. Wasn't that the line? Ogres don't have layers, or something about an onion. I can't remember the line now. Put a Scotch fillet, mate. Oh, yeah. You have to rate your eggs here, love. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Good, mate. Got a little bit of steak in there. A little bit of steak in there, mate. Some mediocre, mate. There we go. Oh, nice, mate. Pure fill, mate. Simple to make too, mate. Nice and easy. Here we go. You know what I think, one thing I've never really thought of right now is like, you know what? I'd rather be arguing with somebody on Instagram or something about politics than sit here and enjoy the country, enjoy some steak. Good. It's a hard knock life. I'm just having a bit of a mukbang today here, guys. Tasty egg time. Some steak good for you. Good for you, good for me. The egg is always good for you. Very nice. Yeah, smack my phone with a fork. That's smart. At least my clumsiness on here is entertaining. Here's it, mate. Beautiful. Simple pleasures of life, man. Home cooked egg. Simple. Oh, yeah. Mud. Oh, mud. It's all trying to fall apart on me. It's all going wrong, chat. No, I'll have the rest of the steak shortly, I think. Very nice. Look at that. Oh, I'm feeling all powered up now. Still getting over the flu, but I feel powered up now. Yes. Yes. Well, he's more steak. Oh, to be honest, the main reason I'm not going to try and eat the steak right now is the strips are quite long, and I'm trying to hold a phone. I'm trying to hold the phone, so I can't really. I'd rather cut them in half again. So that's why I ate the small bits. But no, I won't chew away on the. I don't think people want to hear me chewing away on really big bits of steak going on the fat. It's not the kind of content I do. Yeah, fair. Yeah. It's the the challenges you find when you start streaming, right, that come out of nowhere, things you never thought you'd face in your life, and suddenly you're trying to do everything with one hand. And it's like, oh, hang on, guys. Actually, I need the tripod to do this. Hang on, because I can't put the phone down. Oh, hang on, the tripod's up the hill. This is the realities of when you start doing streaming. As you start to realize that, like, you're trying to, you're like, you don't want to eat the big bits of steak. It's like, oh, I've got to cut them up more, and I'm holding a phone. No bueno. Yeah, I'm left-handed, so I'm left-handed, so go figure. Yeah, with a fork. Yeah, it's my left hand. So my right hand. I've always like a phone I hold with my right hand and tap with my left on. So where's me dogs at? Where my dogs at? Bounce with me now. But yeah, just getting over the floor a bit, and we're just having a chat, mate, having a yarn, just catch up. And the main thing I talk about on here is building our own lives, focusing on our own lives, right? Not all the problems of the world that are beyond our control. It's what is in our control that we can actually affect, right? Me having the flu right now isn't very within my control, but that's why I'm not going to push too hard these next few days. I did stuff yesterday. I was feeling really great yesterday. I did stuff, and then last night I felt like real sick again. So I might have to blame the missus on that one. She bought this beautiful apple and ginger health drink that felt really refreshing, but I felt sick right after having it. I'll go back to the Coca-Cola today. Joking, obviously. Joking. Hey, love. How are you? No, that wasn't because she walked back in right as I said that. But I was joking, eh?
I hope so. Did it make you feel sick?
Yeah, no, I just seem to get sick again from, I don't know why. Who would know? When will New Zealand invade Australia? Literally never. You've definitely got that question the wrong way around. If anything was happening like that, it would be Australia invading New Zealand, and it would be over and about. I don't even think they'd have to drop a single anything, mate. The Australian military is very capable, but no, us New Zealand and Aussies work together, mate. Always have. So it's all good. I do not know. Would you? It would be wonderful if you could find the dogs, please. I'm thinking that might be what I do today, given I can't like walk around and carry much. I might actually just jump on the digger and do the post holes for the fence. I think that might be today's job, actually. Today or tomorrow. The weather's starting, but it is looking dry enough. I might just get on the freaking digger, bro. Might just get on the digger and put some bloody posts in. I'm just trying to think if I have enough posts on hand. Option 2 is I could go out to Bunnings or something, but then I don't want to make anyone sick going out that way. It could be the go. I'll check with her later anyway. Again, it's things I got to, I try and organise and plan a little bit better. That I'll talk to her, and I know she started early and didn't have much sleep, so she's already worked a full shift today, right? So, maybe we'll go Bunnings today. Maybe she wants to go tomorrow. Whatever. We'll see how it goes. See how it flows. See if the groceries need doing as well when we go to the bigger town where the Bunnings is, and we can get better deals there. What else do we need to buy while we're out there, right? The biggest difference about living in the country to the city is the convenience, right? The lack of convenience. Like, when I lived in the city, it's like I had a car that I bought and I was fixing up, and I need brake. Oh damn! It turns out I needed brake pads. It was 20 minutes away. At worst, was a parts shop that would have it on the shelf. Or they'll be like, bro, it'll be here by tomorrow morning, come pick it up. Or like somebody can drop it off by that afternoon, right? It was always available. Whereas here, it's like you just have to be a bit more planned with stuff and with groceries and stuff. Like, you run out of gas out here, you're not walking to the gas station a kilometre up the road, you're walking 20 kilometre up the road, right? So, you learn pretty quickly. As a city boy, when I got up here, I learned pretty quickly to adapt, because otherwise you're shit out of luck. And that, I guess maybe that's what it all comes from. This me understanding this. It's always your own action that's going to get you there. And I didn't, I didn't have the words for it. I couldn't turn it into something cohesive. But it's definitely there's a better way to put that. It's been evident in my life. It's definitely showing up so much in my life that, and I'm sure it has for other people too, right? That when you actually look at it, it's like, well, yeah, there's so much stuff in the past I learned from and I've got better at. Yet we doubt ourselves now. The brain's always trying to protect us. Oh, you could get hurt again. It's like you make it through everything you've tried to, do. So, fix up cars, bro. So just old Nissans and stuff. Just try and fix them up and rehome them. That's basically what I was doing. But I was just I've been a mechanic and stuff, and now basically I'm just selling off my own cars, bro. So, I'm just working from home essentially. It's a better use of my time, right? To get all my cars finished up and sold, and then probably do some kind of something. We'll see. We'll see what that is when I land there. I have some ideas, but I'm not going to be specific about it. I know what's coming in the future for the channel and stuff. Going to do some overlanding, like 4x4 content, camping and stuff like that. Just some trips. To a point, right? I'll do some long form videos on it that are like 10, 15 minutes of a trip or something. But I don't want to overproduce them. I don't want to make the top tier travel content on earth. I want to make videos that are captured on the way with a bit of effort, not just a camera shoved on the face out the front of the car, right? I want to do some stuff, but I also don't want to be like, if I'm away camping and stuff, I don't think I want to be like too involved. Like, I don't want to be away at the most beautiful beach and whatever, where I could be doing anything and like be on live, like, hey guys, let's just chat. And it's like, so we'll see how we go. I do. Yes. She's a lovely partner. How about yourself, mate? How about yourself? What's your situation, bro? What's going on? If you want to talk about any of it, you're always welcome, bro. We have just chill conversations here, man. That's why I just like leave all the politics and drama and all that out of it, right? So people can just have a real chat about whatever. We just keep it positive, that's all, and it's more about like self-improvement, right? That's why I like to, it's in that niche. No, it's not for everybody, bro. It's not for everybody, so, but it's good. It's good. It kind of keeps the chat slower and stuff. But I do like to utilize my time on here. So I like it when the chat flows a bit quicker. I like it when it's like yep, and I can I start to get into a rapid flow, and one thing leads into another a lot more. So, whoa, careful, dogs. Oh, you'll have to step into the middle of that if you want to stop that play mode. Just walk into them. Walk sort of through, like you're going to go through them, and they'll stop. Oh, listen. Susie's still sort of scared to walk between the dogs when they're just play fighting and being a little rough with each other. She's scared to just kind of step between. Just step right in between them, man, and they'll separate. You just have to walk at them confidently. You don't have to do anything. He's close. You can get him in when he's close enough. Oh, we've got Heidi doing laps around the tree. Hey, stop bullying your sister. Stop bullying your sister. Go on your bed, dude. Zed, bed. Go on, bud. Good boy. This girl. Yeah, basically the German Shepherd winds up the pit bull, and the pit bull just wants to walk outside and stuff on the ground and sunbathe, and the German Shepherd puppy comes up and annoys him and annoys him and annoys him and annoys him. And then he goes, okay, you want to play then, do you? And then the pit bull then just dominates the German Shepherd to be like, yeah, we're play fighting, but he takes that position. And then the German Shepherd's like, help, he's so mean. And it's like, well, German Shepherd always starting some stuff. Been curious what the outside looks like, mate. I've shown you before, mate. Oh, I was just out there. Mate. At the moment, mate, we got a big dirt pile. Because I'm in the middle of building everything, and we're suffering away in the caravan as a bit of sacrifice. I'm building it's very hard to see with the door open and the window open, but hang on, I'll try and, there we go, there's a cabin up there somewhere, so I'm building that, and there's a dog, aforementioned dog. Hello, dog. Your tongue hanging far enough out of your head? Hey, Heidi. You had enough now? Can you settle down a bit? Alright. So yeah, it's bits and pieces, man. We're just chipping away at it, man. Try work away at stuff, man, bit by bit, day by day. You know, that's all. As I say, I'm just a simple random New Zealander on the internet. I'm not a influencer or anything like that. I'm just here to chat and just share experiences with people and have an actual conversation, which seems to be such a lacking thing in the world these days. Sorry, just get some charge in the beastie. Yeah, building I wouldn't really call it a house. It's about a 30 square meter cabin. I'm building 2 of them. Yeah, a lot of projects. Yes, projects everywhere, my friend. There's motorbikes, cars, the cabin to build. This was basically a sheep paddock 3 years ago. It was literally a sheep paddock. And yeah, it was just overgrown and trees. Yeah, it was just a shambles. It was a shambles. So I've got used to the land for a while, just to sort of get my life on track, and I've got a lease with family on it, so I've got used to the land. Why won't this thing focus right now? Come on, figure it out. Figure it out, YouTube. Focus. There we go. Right. No, you're not. You're not you can do electrical, like an electrician can come and do that, but you're not allowed to have potable water. You're not like people do it all the time. They put bathrooms and full kitchens and everything in them. I didn't want to play that game and take that kind of risk. I'm trying to build stability, right? So that's another reason I just started off with the caravan. It's kind of a perk of the caravan that I recognized before buying it, that if I live in the caravan while I build the house and the tiny house can't legally have a full kitchen, bathroom and everything in it, I'll live in the caravan. When the house is done, I live in the house, and then I just walk down to the caravan and we'll take all this bed and stuff in here. I'm going to take all of this out, and I'm going to line the walls and stuff, and I can have a kitchen here. I can have a bath. This already has a shower in it, has a toilet and everything, right? So that's another just sort of way to work it, right? Poor man strats, bro. Poor man strats. Poor man homesteading. Trying to make it work. Only other New Zealander I know is Carol Rock. There's an India has been making videos around Asia. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I went through the lives, man. I think I found like 4 other Kiwis ever. Like who were actually, creating. I found a lot more in the chats and stuff, but yeah, like it's definitely like the amount of American streamers and stuff. Just like like most streamers I find are America, UK, and stuff, right? Heaps of different cars, man. Heaps of different stuff. It's all broken. It's all broken junk. But I try and make it good again. I try and make it good. Some Nissans, MX-5, some couple of Toyotas. Oh, my brain is as mush today from this flu, man. I might get off here pretty soon, guys. Might actually need a nap because I literally got 2 hours of sleep last night and the flu's got worse again. So I'm not in a good way, but I'm trying my best. I'm having a chat. We'll keep on going. We'll keep striving for a little bit, but we're starting to feel pretty. I think it takes a lot out of me looking at a screen like that's actually the thing I didn't expect with like I used to video game for a long time and stuff. The thing I didn't expect with YouTube Live was just reading the comments and processing and responding to people and doing this for like 2-3 hours. Man, it's a load. By the time you get off, your brain's kind of like, oh, like you just sort of do a twitch and a reset. Sort of, you can do whatever you want to, man. I mean, I do I do a bit of weightlifting stuff. Like, I don't like do massive weight or anything. I have like my bar and weights at the moment. I'm benching 60 kilograms, so I've never really benched like much or consistently. Right, I'm very new to fitness, so the calisthenics is more like I'm just trying to work at my mental health, bro. So it's I have ADHD and I have autism, right? So I have to really create my own dopamine and regulate it. The only other way I'll get that is by like doom scrolling or video games or something, right? So I have to self-medicate. Either I can go on medication that ups my dopamine and makes my heart hurt every day and shortens my lifespan by like 15 years. Or I have to work out and get that natural buildup of energy in the morning and stuff, right? Because otherwise I'm going to get cheap dopamine through watching shorts and reels and stuff. And when you get unearned dopamine, you're going to be lazy and stuff, right? So that's how it goes. Yeah, my ancestors were long about 7 generations ago. Were English from a town in England. ADHD twins, yeah. I tend to quite often attract we get the ADHD crowd here. There's a lot of people can relate, right? Because obviously I'm talking about my experience, and here, people pop in randomly, and I'm like blah blah blah, blah and they're like, that sounds like me. It's like, yes, it does sound like you. That's why I'm here. I'm hi, yes, let's have a chat. Yeah, that's exactly it. That's exactly it. It all works out. Everybody has their own audience. That's why I'm not competing with any other streamer at all. It's I am me. I noticed that when there was drama between creators, it was always started by a fan or some kind of other threatened creator or something trying to like trying to pull strings on puppets and trying to have an effect on the situation. And it's just like people will pop into a stream and they'll be like, "Oh, this other guy's," to somebody's streaming, they go, "This other guy's copying you. This is happening. That's happening." And then some of the pages, the mods will spread that around and stuff, and they'll counter back and everybody starts arguing and bickering, and it's all like, guys, stop. Everything is fine. The viewers on here are going to watch who they want to watch. They're not going to like. They don't care if they copied somebody else, whatever. They probably don't even know the other person. It doesn't. Yeah, it's all irrelevant. It's just the in-house fighting and stuff. I'm just not about it. I'm about it. I moved out to the country to get away from all this noise, and that's where it got to the point. Like I deleted my last YouTube channel. I just went, I need to step away from this for a couple of months, live my life, and actually be like, do I want to keep doing this, and how can I do it in a way that is sustainable, and how can I actually make it work and not be detrimental to my mental health, and because I still want to serve people. So I took a couple of months away, and now I've made this new channel, and we're starting from 0 sub again. It's been coming up all right, so. Another ADHD in the house? Oh, we got all the ADHD gang. Should I just rename these ADHD chat? I have genuinely considered making this like an ADHD hub channel to help people with ADHD. I do wonder if that is something that I very seriously considered. I mean, we do talk about that a lot, but I wonder if I should be labeling the streams for like ADHD and stuff, right? Because I never came across anybody on live sort of doing an ADHD person doing ADHD help like this. So what do you guys think? Should I try and pull in more of that kind of audience? Like, what are you liking about what I'm saying? How does it resonate? Like, if there's certain sentences that stood out or a certain little thing, like, yeah, if you guys could let me know, like, what resonates with you and stuff. Like, I'm not going to play a character or do something, but it just allows me to then, title the videos differently or describe them differently so that YouTube sends me different people. So, yeah, I mean, I think if my audience is shape, I mean, that's the thing is, I think I won't know until maybe I hit 1,000 or 2,000 subs, just bit by bit, day by day, what kind of audience it is, and with talking with you guys about this stuff, right? That's what's going to shape the channel. That's why I don't rush and stress over. I don't worry about all the little itty bitty details. We just kind of figuring it out as we go. So you can get in early. I mean, 1 million subs would be my goal, to be honest. 100,000 would be a very big achievement for me. I think 100,000, getting the plaque on the wall, mate. The play button, the silver play button. I think I need one. That's what I think I want. I want a YouTube silver play button. If it takes me 20 years to get it, I will get a YouTube silver play button. 100,000 subscribers. I'd rather it takes like 2 years. Would be great, but we'll see. I'm not gonna, as I say, I'm not gonna put on an act. I'm not gonna put on some big fancy show. We just keep it real here and keep it chill. Keep out all the drama of the world, so that the world's gonna be at this war for years probably, and how many after that? And there's always gonna be some new drama. You can come here. We're just hanging out, we're working our own lives, we're going, yeah, that stuff all sucks, but I still want to get some stuff done, I still want to actually enjoy life. So that sounds good. Drop me a sub. And double tap the screen, throw me a like. I don't ask very often, I only mention this about every half hour. I don't want to be like, sub and like. So, if you enjoy it. I'm on here most days, but I do try and limit it to like 2.5, 3 hours for a chat. and then sometimes I'll be in the background working on the cabin or something, right? But yeah, I do try and limit the chat stuff to usually like 3 hours a day max, if I can. Sometimes 4, like, but you know what I mean? Sometimes I won't stream for 2 or 3 days. It's just whatever's in the flow, right, man? Like, I need to have my own cup full and be in the right mental state to come on here and be able to, focus. And this flow has leveled me, man. This flow, it's not horrific, but it's just like my brain is just mush. I think calisthenics is a boxing sport. Don't want to get too small. Yeah, I mean, there's guys with like arms smaller than mine that are doing like you watch the calisthenics, you watch the strength they can do. You think of it this way. You talk about martial arts and stuff. I think of it this way. Like calisthenics is more like there's an 8-foot fence in front of you, and you're running from the cops or something, right? And there's an 8-foot fence. You need to jump, get your foot on it, and grab the top of it, and pull yourself up over it. Like not many guys who go to the gym and are like, oh yeah, I can bench 225, 3 reps, and I can scroll on my phone for 30 seconds, and I can curl this. Except they've got this massive mass and steroids and all this bulk, and it's like aesthetically everyone's like, oh wow, he's so jacked. It's like you get that guy to run it like an 8-foot fence and try vault over it. It's probably not going to go very well. For me, it's about usable strength, man. I do want to get a bit more mass. I do want to up my bench a bit, so I'm not all about calisthenics, bro. For me, calisthenics was just a way to start working out. I only started working out in September, and as I say, like it's for my mental health. But I am bringing in a bit of benching and stuff. I do have a cable gym there where I can do chest flies and stuff on it. So I'm probably going to start integrating that again soon into my workout streams. But honestly, when I do workout streams on here, bro, nobody watches them. Like, even in the middle of one of these streams, I can have 20 people watching me. If I go work out and go, all right, guys, I'm going to do 100 push-ups real quick. Like, just give me 10 minutes. So we'll go through. And it literally just drops to 2 people. And then I'm sitting there talking to myself for half an hour after. So I'm like, oh, no, I sort of do them anyway. It's just I don't always stream them. So, oh, you were the 15th like. Thank you, iRock. Much appreciated, bro. I appreciate the support, guys. Yeah, it's been real quiet in here today, but it's all right. There's quiet days, there's busy days. As you can see, my sinuses have gone horrifically bad overnight, and like the flu I thought I'd shaken off yesterday has hit me with a vengeance overnight. Like a second. Well, I thought I was like 99% good. Like everything was fine. I'd eaten again. Everything was good. Unless I've suddenly developed an allergic reaction to mussels, but I highly doubt it. I think I was getting sick before I even ate the mussels. But yeah, just started getting sore sinuses again, started coughing all again, and couldn't sleep all night. And then I've had 2 hours sleep, so I'm probably going to get off here pretty soon. Go have a nap. To be honest, go have some sleep. Or I'll do some stuff. I want to sweep off the deck. I want to sweep the garage floor. I want to get some movement in. I'll probably go do 100 push-ups or something, and then I'm going to curl myself up here and sleep. Because I'm like, look at the state of me. Like I can't sit like this and be like, oh yeah, I'm doing good. I'm healthy. It's like I'm not going to burn myself out trying to push through this like an idiot. But I do have chores to do. I do have responsibilities, so I'll do what I can. But I'm not going to. Some days, sometimes even weeks or months are stagnant. They're not stagnant and nothing is happening. It's just you're maintaining your responsibilities and you're keeping your systems maintained, and you're just trying to do bare minimum. Sometimes can be good if your bare minimum is, your house is clean, your bills are paid. Maybe you hate your job, whatever. You've got problems, right? But like, not everything needs solving immediately. Sometimes things are just tough and it's just not the right timing, and you sort of sit on it, right? But you can maintain in that position. You just don't want to drop it down even more, and then things improve, right? But just things take time, and that bit of patience, I think, and just understanding, you don't need things now, and just gratitude for how good our life is as a base point, can be good as well. Dodging or maneuvering. Yeah, I don't know, bro. Like I don't look look into fighting much or anything, right? Like I have violent thoughts and violent urges and things, but I try at any opportunity. I'm going to try and not go the violence option, preferably, because I just don't. The violence option is just never a good outcome for anybody. You know what I mean? So that's why I just try, I'd rather, I have done some training in that and whatever, and in the past, and cool, but it's like I'm not gonna, like it's Jordan Peterson talked about this, become a monster but learn how to control it, right? Like there's nothing wrong with being able to defend yourself, but that being said, like you don't want to be going out looking for fights and then, it all goes wrong and whatever. Like I know a guy who went to jail for a king hit bumps, because the guy died. Um they were drunk, whatever, out in town. He went, oh yeah, well, yeah, and the guy was getting smart. Well, something happened. I don't know. Something happened. He went, oh, whack, for a night out, a few drinks in, and he hit the guy once, and the guy cracked his head open on the curb, and it killed him. And he spent years in jail. Like it's like that's where I see violence and like combat like unnecessary. But obviously, if situations arise that you have to be able to defend yourself. But yeah, it's such a tricky one, bro. I mean, fuck, wouldn't it be easier if we all just got along? That's what I endeavor for, man. It's just trying to be good to people and just try and help people. And I don't know. I don't know, but yeah, I'm just trying to train up with the calcing. But I was thinking of getting a boxing bag though. I definitely still have a bit of like I still get this like pent up aggression and stuff, right? And just frustrated and stuff, and so I'm definitely going to get a boxing bag. I had one years and years. I mean, I did work out, yeah, like 20 years ago. I was very very active 20 years ago, but these days not so much. I wasted a lot of my life on video gaming, depression, and weed, alcohol, all that. Messed my life up, man. I'm here to try and help anybody who's suffering with anything like that, or perhaps stop them ever going down these paths. And that's why I view it as my time as, right? It's worth my time to sort of just talk about stuff. And then it's the positive side of it as well, right? With the cabins and stuff and trying to do that and trying to. Well, no, we're not trying. We're doing it. We're doing it. What would I usually do? Usually I just go for 200 push-ups a day, man. That's sort of my run of the mill. Just sort of minimum. But I mean, I'm not doing that all the time at the moment. I've been sick for that. I haven't worked out for like 5 days now. I was sick. I was a couple of days ago. I was sort of coming off the floor, but before it started coming back, I was about as well as I am now, probably. And I did like 30. I did 30 push-ups and 5 pull-ups on stream. The day before that, when Dennis was on, I just did 50 of the squats. So yeah, I've just been really unwell, dude. So yeah, but I still like to come on here and chat with people and have we sort of a good conversation in that. So I will. I think I'll be off here. I think I'm gonna give it 5 more minutes, guys. So if anybody wants to chat about anything before then, or just give it 5 or less. But yeah, man, it's just you build up the strength you think is necessary for you, bro, and the skills you think you'll need. There's sort of I view things as there's reasonable amounts of everything, right? It's like what do they call it? The original everyone always goes, oh, you're a jack of all trades, master of none, eh? Like that's a negative thing. But the original statement was more along the lines of jack of all trades, master of none, and it expanded into something essentially along the lines of, but the whatever wording it was meant that it's the person who's the jack of all trades who comes out the victor out the end of it, right? So that's like I think I was very much raised that way. Working on cars and stuff early on, like anything we had, it was like we're not rich. You fix it. You wanna have a reasonable sort of life. Like we're not gonna be rich, but like you want to maintain this life, and we can have some things, and you can work in and chip in and save up for a PlayStation. We'll put in a bit for your birthday. We'll make something work, right? But I learned very early on, like you got to work your ass off for shit, right? I've been working in some capacity, like at least 15 hours a week since I was 10 years old, right? Essentially, probably younger, probably 8 or 10 years old. I was working at least 10 hours a week, for sure. Like just not like do chores around the house. Like come work on the cars. Like hey son, come pass. Crawl under a car. Pass some tools. And do you want? I'll get that. Go. Oh yes sir. Like I was the helping hand. So But it's all served me well, right? It's nothing to complain about. You're late, Gray. That's all good, mate. Have I? I might. I'm not sure what it is. It's It depends on the day, bro. Yeah, I'm really glad with the numbers, bro. Like I'm not overly attached to them, but I do like to see them go up, right? It's obviously a good marker of like that something's resonating with people and stuff, right? So yeah, usually it's about like the best days it'll be 20 subs a day is good. And the streams get like 1,200 views. But some of the streams, like same title, same time, it just depends when in the week, I guess, and people busy and the algorithm and whatever it is. Again, I'm just so detached from it now. I do my brain, otherwise my brain goes into, oh, like why? And all the stress. So I've just, but yeah, man, it's usually about 20 subs a day. But yeah, some days it's like 350 views and you get one sub. Some days it's 100 views, you get no subs. But yeah, like typically if it feeds me like 1,200 people or something and we get a good chat going, we get a good conversation going, it tends to do a bit better. But I'm happy with it, man. I appreciate it. But yeah, I still don't know like what's good. I guess every stream is different. Every stream has something different to offer. Like I'm sure there's people out there that do stuff like maybe with the rubber bands and the watermelons, they might be gaining 1,000 subs a day. I mean, I've seen channels where they have a sub counter on. They're like, oh, look, we're almost at 300,000 subs. The thing's just going 300,001 subs, 300,002, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then it's just like people are subbing and there's some sound playing. It's more a kids kind of thing. I don't know, man. But yeah, I don't know. Just do what I do. Numbers will be what they'll be. People know what a sub and a like button is. I don't mention it too often, but about every half hour I will mention, guys. If you haven't, hit the sub. Make sure the notifications are on if you go on my channel and go to the channel and make sure you put the bell on for a sub. But if you subscribe in any live, it's not going to notify you when that person is live, which you'd think they'd do, right? If you're scrolling for a live and you watch live content, when you subscribe, you would think they would make it so that you're going to get all notifications from this person, or it would ask you, do you want to be notified every time this person goes live, or when they post videos or all content? No, it doesn't ask you any of that. It just goes sub, and then you have to like go to their channel and then click on the bell and go all, and then you'll actually know when I'm live. It's yeah. And again, multi-billion-dollar companies, guys. These are the people like who build these apps are the top in the tech industry, apparently, right? But they can't use the most basic logic. Apparently, I'm too autistic. I don't know, it's just patterns and stuff, man. It's just the most basic, simple shit they could implement, and they just don't do it. And it's like, okay. Like, why they wouldn't make a better end user experience is beyond me. Bad days, good days, are part of any process. Exactly it. Exactly it. That's how it goes. Ups and downs, swings and roundabouts, and somethings. Sometimes a bird just shits on your head. You go to a nice day at the beach, you're holding your ice cream, you finally out, oh, it's summer, I've got me ice cream, I'll really get it, and a seagull just drops a juice in your ice cream cone, right? That's how it goes, man. That's how it goes. But without those bad things happening, you wouldn't have any contrast to the good things and be able to appreciate, like, oh wow, that actually worked out. Holy crap. As long as it's those who persevere who get it's whoever can solve the most problems wins. At what rate can you solve problems that are coming your way? And also, like, you can run out of problems easily if you don't take risk, right? If you just live in it and you stay in a safe job, whatever, you're not taking any risk, you can just hold along, like it doesn't take much. But like, yeah, you start to play more hands, you start to offer value out of you start fixing computers because you fix a couple of mates' computers, and all these people are like, oh, I want you to fix my computer. Oh, okay, you start going out and doing that. It's like, well, you're gonna have to add systems, you're gonna have to add routines, you're gonna have to add habits that are, aligning with everything. And there's risk and da 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 da. As I learned with some things, you learn, we learn till we die. Yep. And what I've learned, and I could only learn in my late 30s, is things I could not have put together in my 20s cognitively. I had the. That's why I'm not going to plan. Oh, like, what am I going to be doing in 5 years from now? So I know for now I'm going to build up the cars. I'm going to sell off a lot of my cars and just sort of clean house and just get the cabins built and get things set up here and flow with that. And then in my 40s, 50s, whatever, I can worry about other money things, maybe more travel, whatever. It's just. But it's a lot of things I wish I had let sink in like 20 years ago. And that's a lot of why I want to be on here, and maybe I can help some people along, before they end up going down the kind of path I did. Maybe it can resonate, and like that's the kind of thing that makes me spend my time on here, right? In my head, if it was one viewer and I helped them this much, to stay off some of the stupid things I did that I just should have seen coming, and I wish somebody had pointed it out to me, kind of thing. But I'm not going to do it by screaming at them, going, "You're an idiot." So yeah, that's how it goes. All right, guys, I am going to bounce. I am honestly shattered with this float. But it's been great to catch up with everyone. I would say I'd be on again later today, but probably not likely. Probably tomorrow sometime. Will be alright. Yeah, my clearly. And I'll be back later on. Tomorrow, day after, sometime. You never know me. Dun dun dun. Thanks for being here, guys. Peace out.